Hey guys, what's up? Looks like we're live with the with the uh with the games here. Looks like they're struggling with sound over here as well. Let me go and announce it to everyone. Hey man, this is gonna be scary. This is nerve-wracking. Okay, we got it. Hey Sam.
Hey.
Hey yo. They're on. The stream's up.
I know. I saw it. I just saw it come up and I was like, oh my god. God. Because we were like we were so yeah, we might not even get to see them play. Oh, is it just me or the stream doesn't have sound?
Yeah.
Confused. Like what the hell? Bro, where's the sound?
I have no idea where that sound is, son. Is this streaming properly? Make sure I'm doing my own stream properly. Oh, they're already in the draft here. All right, let's get this shit. Oh no, wait, I'm streaming the wrong thing. Hold on.
We jump into the draft.
Oh, there's the noise.
As you,
hell yeah.
as you explained earlier, that gives
that
does give you a little bit of an idea.
Thanks.
Tongue twister here. That does give you a little
Alright,
bit
let's
of
have a
an
look.
idea of the stakes of this current
Who's
draft.
this
So as we take a look at the
lady?
draft
Yeah, he's
phase
playing
here for
Jawhead.
game one in this best of three. Finally, we get to see Jushin coming into play because for the past 2
Where's
days, Jushin has always been
Mirko?
banned out. So finally, we get to see how
don't know.
competitive the Jushin is in the
Wow.
mid lane,
Where's
alongside with
this
the Harris
lady?
and the
I
lane
want
here
Mirko
for
to
Egypt.
cast.
And for the side of South Africa, we do see a Jawhead as well as a Julian now. Jawhead, where do you think this Jawhead is going to go? Is it going to be a Jawhead roam, a Jawhead jungle?
Most
Julian
definitely
in the
Jawhead
mid lane?
roam.
That's I guess the
Fusion
fact
and
is
Ling
you
in the
have
pot
so
in
much
the pool, man. They
adapt
took it.
flexibility.
That's really
you
scary.
can adapt from this the
That
way
is
you want. Okay, now the
true.
fact that you have a Ruby to line up. The
Okay, so
first
it's gonna be
phase of
Gambit on the
this
hyper
for
carry,
South
maybe.
Africa, I think we're just gonna assume Julian.
Unless
in the
Virus wants to
jungle.
play the Ruby,
You
maybe.
have Jawhead
Yeah.
that can go roam. Ruby. Honestly, at this point, I would say like you can go roam too. But the great thing about the Ruby
is Ruby
pick
gold
and
lane.
why I think South Africa is
No,
doing
no,
this
it
is
could-
because it's
it
also
still could be
flexible.
flexed.
We have seen Ruby in the gold lane as well.
Yep.
Not 100% sure
Shady
if that's
likes
what they want
things.
to do.
Ruby
Going
gold.
against a Harith,
He's
it
been
might be
practicing it a
one of
lot.
the answers that they want to go with.
Yeah,
I
but you
think
need a
really
hyper
for
carry,
South
which
Africa,
I
when
said they
look
do
at the
have.
first picks
Gambit is
coming out from
technically the
Egypt,
hyper carry here.
and knowing again, we always have to talk about the
Yeah.
experience that Egypt has and that they're bringing, from all their international experience through the table here. Jushin is like the biggest answer. Like early game, you want to be able to play against that pick. We know that she made waves ever since she was actually available for competitive play.
Shit, this
like
is
a month
scary,
ago, I
dude.
think it was. And we know how devastating it can be
Oh
in
my
the
God, I
early game.
know.
So I think for South
I'm nervous
Africa,
and I'm
really
not
it's
even
solving
playing.
that plus the Ling.
Oh shit.
That's why the Jushin pick here is so brilliant, right? Because technically, South Africa, they dug that hole themselves. They
Yeah.
banned out the Zask in the first phase of the drafts. And of course, an experienced team
my
like
God,
Egypt
let me-
would pick
let me
that up
schedule
straight
a
away.
link.
So
Yeah,
Zask
yeah,
is usually a really great
sure.
counter with
Exactly.
the Jushin in the mid lane
Okay.
because of the fact that he can actually trade in the mid
I was
lane
talking
because
with
of
Nice on the
additional
stream
range
chat
that he
earlier.
has against the Jushin. So it does give
That's
us a little
nice.
bit of
Yeah,
knowledge
that was
as to
kinda
what
cool.
Egypt are going for. They want that
Okay.
early
Aurora?
pressure, which actually signifies that this Ruby might be a good pick in the gold lane,
I
right?
don't know,
Sure, it's not a great lane
Aurora.
with Harith, like you mentioned.
Yeah,
but
it's
if you're
good. I
trying
think it's
to
fine. They
deny that
they
kill
have
pressure from the Ling,
Aurora
that the Ling can
100%
offer,
always needs a setup
that
stun.
actually is a viable choice. So even
And
in
they do have
addition to
setup
the
stun
Jushin,
here.
they actually pick up the Grok. So that's heavy
Wow.
mid lane prio now for Egypt for them to win out.
think
in
they
those
don't have the most
early game
reliable
rotations.
You know what that's
Catch?
heavy? That's heavy magic damage. Look at this.
Wait, Novaria?
Novaria with the Harith and the
Yeah.
Jushin?
So I
Novaria
mean,
roam?
Virus will take
Okay,
Ruby.
Assuming,
to be
right?
fair, yeah, we've seen this before.
Not a
where
bad draft,
there-
not a bad draft
you
at
know,
all.
For a time, it was a lot of Novaria Valentina, Novaria Vexana, and they did run that in the roam. But also, you could technically work around this, and because there's a Grok on the table too, it makes you wonder, right? What is
They
the
did
game
let the
plan
Ling
for
go
Egypt?
through.
I think
Oh,
Yeah,
Ling and
the
basically
Zuzhin
covered
as
they
well.
have
It's like
a lot of magic
Yeah,
damage.
it's,
Yeah.
it's a bit, why?
You know, for the
why,
most
man?
part,
Like,
what do you want to do with this? Because
What was their
XP
third
lane
bat?
wise,
It was
when
Ask,
last time we
Hayabusa,
saw
and
XP lane,
Chip.
XP lane Grok?
Grok.
When was the last time
Yeah.
you saw that?
I gotta say maybe
Years-
2-3 seasons ago,
Right?
and that's like a
Obviously,
year and a
they know
half
Shady
maybe,
loves his.
since the last time we saw the
His
Grok.
Beatrix.
I mean, technically,
The
Grok is
the thing
still
is,
really great at
no, he's
wave
playing
clear.
Beatrix here.
Maybe that's the idea that they're going for, but again,
very
we're
good on
still going
Beatrix.
the premises
He
of
needs the.
assumptions.
They need to make
We're
enough
still not
space for
sure
him though.
where everyone is going to be going.
Yeah, they need
Grok
to
could still
2-0
be placed in
Egypt, by the
roam.
way.
Could.
Maybe we
To
could be
stay
seeing
Yeah,
a
they do
little
need to
bit
2-0 them,
peculiar
don't they?
in
Yeah.
the EXP lane. We'll find out
All right,
shortly,
gotta
ladies
go.
and gentlemen, as we
Yeah,
get
yeah, what's
into
good, man?
game number
Yo,
one in
what's
this
up?
best of 3 between Egypt
man.
and
Nobody's
South
streaming from
Africa.
Discord?
Okay.
Fluffy
now
might
we
be able
have
to
the
do that.
updated look at here from Egypt.
Oh,
It is
we can
going to
do
be,
that.
you know, of course, Shen has his hands on the Grok, so they're going that way. And so it's
Okay, someone's echo is
we
crazy.
don't have. I guess there was
Sorry,
someone
sorry,
that
sorry.
threw us off.
Okay.
It's not a
Oh,
Novaria.
I'm gone on streaming.
I
Oh,
was, you know, because I was wondering the same
Dude,
thing.
Ghosty,
right? And there's the
Ghosty, oh,
dragon.
Ghosty.
Oh, Twinkerbell. I think
Oh,
gonna be
Okay,
in
his passive.
trouble.
Oh, his
they get the
passive.
passive off with the
He dies.
Guardian's Bear. Now Joki could be in trouble here
Oh,
too,
no.
but
Okay.
it's going to be just fine. So again, going back to it,
Right,
that
but-
was a visual bug
Very
that
nice.
we had during the
It's
draft.
not a
Jockey's
bug,
low.
thanks.
Let's fucking go.
Is it?
It's the API not handling
He's-
how
he's fine.
successful Egypt has been
The
so
heat.
far. They can't handle it, right?
They can't handle it. So, you know, again, that's why we were so thrown off by it, but this makes sense.
It's
and
a
now,
Ruby.
you
Virus
know,
will be
they
fine.
get the flicker
Yeah,
off
yeah,
on
nice
Virus here.
dodge.
So really
Virus.
still breaking it down on what this lineup speaks for itself. The
Nice.
bases are covered really well.
He'll be fine, he'll be
Hold
fine.
on, still, look at what they're going to do to Virus here under the turret.
Yeah, yeah,
Puts
nice,
some
nice.
more
I don't
pressure.
think they've done
Genji
Oh, no, he's
goes
dead,
in.
fuck.
Tempest Blade's going to be used against
No,
the
no,
first
no,
blood.
no.
And
Nice,
gets out
damn
with
it.
his
Nice
life.
move. Oh
Came
shit,
a little bit
Kenji?
too late to try to pick up that kill
Dead,
in
he's dead.
response.
He's dead.
Yeah,
He's
it's
alive.
quite difficult right
You
now
guys
for
are a little
South
bit behind
Africa
me,
to kind of
actually,
hinder
but-
that early game pressure that Egypt currently
I'm
has been
live.
giving. Especially
Yeah,
that
but-
Doofenshmirtz, he's still level 2, right? He doesn't have level
Yeah.
4 just yet. He doesn't have his ultimate just yet. The
What's your
unstoppable
time?
force will be
It's 1 minute,
legit
52,
an
53.
unstoppable force
Oh, yeah,
later
you're 6
on
seconds
as
ahead
we
of
get
me.
into the game. But for now, South Africa, all
No,
they need
just,
to do is
um,
kind of buy some time for them to get
increase
into
the
that
speed.
item power spec as well
Increase
as that
the
level
watch time.
Yeah,
power
just
spec.
increase the
I
playback
think
speed.
one thing that we should
Yeah,
note
playback
about
speed.
South
Where do you
Africa
do
this
that
time around
on
before we
PC?
get into it is the
Settings.
fact that there's a little bit of a change in roster
Settings.
for their jungler.
playback
Wait a
speed.
second, okay.
Let's just go
Okay.
2 times,
Oh,
right?
the rest of the team gonna
My
be
cons-
here
my
to
biggest
fight it out.
concern of this
Alpha
is that
goes
Mavericks
in,
are a little bit
gets the
broken
final slash
mentally
off
after
to
that
force
game.
Gambit back a little bit more,
After
but
against
could be in
Tunisia.
trouble here. Joki takes too much damage, tries to survive, but
Nice
he
kill on
won't.
Nice, Jockey dead.
Virus
Yeah, yeah,
is
Jockey
gonna
dead.
Let's
kill, and Now it's
go.
Alpha on the run.
Nice.
You
Nice.
have
Shen there with him.
You should be able to get out of here.
Trouble gets the Guardian's Barrier, but he's fine.
Yes, flicker, right? No
Move back
flicker,
up.
shit.
They know the
Okay,
turtle's
cool.
up here.
They're not going to
Going
overcommit
back
on
to
Zoe, because they're
mentioning
too close
there's
to the
probably
tower,
a
right? You
shift
can
here in
throw
the
them.
roster.
Yeah, it's supposed to be
Yeah.
Swag
Yo, could you close the
in the
settings?
jungle position. That's
Yeah,
what we
yeah,
saw
I'm
in the
closing,
African
I'm
online
closing.
qualifiers.
Oh.
They actually changed it up with Gambit.
Make
Wait a
that
second,
softer?
there's
Yeah, they are a
1v1.
little
They
loud.
should be fine though. So Gambit has actually transferred from the EXP lane into the jungle, and we have Omai Kusi in the gold lane. So it's a complete roster shift.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Alpha
Nice,
though.
nice,
Oh,
nice,
Alpha.
nice. He's dead.
1 versus
Oh, yes,
4.
flicker,
Is he going to be able to
flicker.
get away
Nice
from
one,
this? There's
nice one,
too
nice
much.
one.
Tries to bob and weave a
Come
little
on.
bit, but will get frozen.
Yeah, it's
Alpha
nice.
taken down from
Nice.
Bell.
Good, good, good,
And
good.
I remember this now, you know, I remember through the online qualifiers, Twinkerbell was a force to be reckoned with
Sorry, let me fix the
throughout
settings
it all,
on this
but it's
here.
Kenji
Nah,
that
they
gets the
scared,
turtle.
bro.
First objective,
You have 4
security
and
of
it's 2
Egypt.
people. Why
But I
so
will say that
scared?
South Africa doing a good job at just
That
kind of
Egypt
keeping
should
a
have
pace,
gone for that
finding
too,
wins where they
everyone.
can around the map, and
Yeah,
you know,
they could
I
have
think
forced the fight
shift
there. It's
that
one
we saw
drop,
on the
bro.
roster
What?
is something that we regularly
Yeah.
saw
Sorry
on
about
all
that.
the teams
Yes.
in ISF.
Oh, but look.
That was, I
Lane's
said this
playing
earlier in the
great.
previous
Lane's
match, I was like,
playing
there's
very
2
good.
things that happened with ISF. A is amazing IGNs. 2 is
I've never
flexible
been
roster.
confident
Yeah.
with this
Like,
two-head
that's just
roam,
what's
bro.
gonna
Like,
happen when you're watching ISF.
Honestly,
I
it gets
thought it was that
confusing.
good.
Okay,
Apparently, it's
especially
back
for
in the
me,
meta
that's a little
now,
bit
but
of a
I've
nerd. I
never,
like
never
my
really been a
notes.
fan of it.
So, yeah. Oh, wait a second.
Okay, they get the stun off here too. Doofenshmirtz has a little bit of a shield though. Gets the rest of the fire
Nice.
down. Dominant Force already
Okay.
dropped too.
Pretty
But they
Glacier
just get
misses.
stopped in their
Fuck.
tracks. Once
And
they
he's just
see
taking-
the,
oh, he's just
the
taking-
zone
he's just out front,
plunged
yeah.
out, they
Holy
can't
shit.
really
But
enter
the
that anymore
boss
because they're
gone.
still under a turret too. Great usage there again. Twinkerbell with this
I
Aurora.
think they are
Again,
missing swag
very
there a
ironic
lot.
though, right? Tinkerbell. I would think of a Tinkerbell
Shit.
to be very cute and nice.
Aurora's there, right? I mean, that's kind of a
Talking about
Yeah,
Twinkerbell.
not if you're like a a close combat kind of hero against the Aurora, or even an assassin against the Aurora, right? That's why the Aurora has found so much more I would say attention in the meta because of the passive that she has.
Fuck,
she's
they
a little
need
bit
to look
more
after Shady,
invulnerable, a
dude.
little bit more,
Shady's their win con here.
difficult to take down
Oh, and
for
look at
heroes
that.
that like to go in for that. All
Unless
in.
they
No,
do
they
something
get
about
ganking
them.
Shady. Shady has to live this. He really does have to live this. Give up the tower.
And earlier on, you did mention that South Africa have been trading really well, and that's
Shady's
still the
smart.
same story.
Yeah,
They're
yeah, yeah.
behind
This
in
is
a
the best thing to do.
2K gold
And then you give up the tower here and just hope that your team can do something mid here.
Able to stifle off
he's
Egypt,
going to-
and the
Link
fact that they
going
really
in.
want to go for snowball has been great. But wait a second again.
Oh, they
Nice.
Go. Oh,
Okay,
oh,
Doof.
force again. Not gonna find the
Okay,
connection they're
okay,
looking
good.
for.
Whoa,
Doofenshmirtz will
careful,
get
careful.
taken down in the mid lane. Glacier's gonna be
fuck.
dropped down. They get the freeze
Oh,
off
nice
too.
step.
They're
Virus,
fighting
Virus coming in,
under
Virus
force,
coming
but
in.
You can't escape it. I'm offended.
That's true.
They'll
Nice,
clap back
nice,
in
nice,
an answer.
nice.
It's Alpha that fell in the mid
Oh.
lane at 1-for-1.
That's what I'm
But
talking
the
about.
turtle's up and
They lost
Kenji's
the
gonna start
tower.
it up.
Damn,
Not sure
man.
if South Africa
Fine,
really do
it's
it
fine.
too much.
You know,
They might still
Shady
try to
didn't
get in
die there.
position.
I think if Shady dies, it would be
Lantern's
so
being
fucking
dropped down
terrible,
here
but
too.
it's winnable
Tinkerbell's
here.
gonna be fine, but it looks like they're setting up around that turtle.
Nah, late
Trying
game
to go
Shady.
for the snipe, but won't be
Yeah,
able to
yeah,
hit.
yeah.
Kenji will secure the objective.
I don't think they should have contested that, right? I think they made the wise decision. They tried to look for a steal by Omaikusi on the Beatrix, but they didn't
Yo,
really
Kenji's so
overcommit
fast
to
at
it, right? So
jungle.
there
What
was no
the fuck?
casualties.
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
They
he's
just
fast
closed
at
the
jungle.
rules by giving over that
Got
neutral
3 level
objective.
gap here,
Kenji
actually. That's crazy.
gonna be able to steal that purple, but wait a second, Virus here in 1v1.
Sure, Virus
Gambit has
just trying to be buying some time for the team to get there. The unstoppable force
Cameraman?
was used on Kenji. He had to use
Link.
the Tempest Blades, but is going to get taken
Nice,
down.
nice.
Summon force
Nice.
dropped on
No,
top
oh,
of it all. Rest of the team, Shen now here, part of the fight. They're going to drag back.
Okay, get Doof. Oh, Doof's
to
dead.
the
Doof's
fight.
dead. Bail,
Where they want to
bail,
go
bail.
for the flare. They get the kill now. Looking
Fightable,
for more.
fightable,
Beacon already
fightable,
dropped
fightable.
two.
Oh shit.
Snipers
Careful,
lined up
careful.
for the
Think
shot.
about
Could be a
think
full
about.
fight,
Really
but
can
just
engage here.
they
Nice,
stop
nice.
in their tracks here.
Block is out,
Another
block is
drag
out.
comes
Careful.
in. They get the passive from Twinkerbell.
fucking
She's gonna
way,
go
bro.
ahead.
Dude,
Get
why
on
did
out
they
of
leave Zushin
dodge.
in,
A
man?
lot of
Like,
action back
Zushin's
and
just
forth here
literally
between
fucking
both teams
cracked.
for this bottom turret.
Honestly.
That was a
Why
1-for-1
give
trade.
Zushin
Now you can call it a
shit?
2-for-1. I mean, when it was still a 1-for-1, I would say that it was still worth it for South Africa. The fact that they were able to,
Sure.
you know, shut down Kenji in his tracks and they traded in for Doofenshmirtz
Why also
and
give Link?
Boomer. But the
What?
fact that
What
Egypt
did
was
they
able to
ban?
utilize that space
They
to
banned
get in that
Hayabusa,
turret
Chip,
on side
and,
does give
Zast.
Egypt yet another advantage around the
But
map
why did they
and
first
gives them a
pick?
little bit more of a holding ground around the map.
I don't
as
know. We
well.
didn't see
And
the first
now
pick.
the big question surfaces, right? South
Like, I
Africa,
think,
now they're
Would've
behind,
been.
right? Now they're the ones that have to think about this.
No.
They can't go in for neutral objective contests. Gambit right now is level 8 as compared to Kenji, who is level 11. Now 12,
Now
by the way.
12.
But
Shady.
Wow.
Shady's
a
fine.
little bit of trouble,
Okay.
still able to get out of that.
If
As
they can
again,
get Shady
Joki's
money,
so annoying,
it's actually
Naisu.
good.
Yeah,
And I
this
feel
is-
like their high ground's really nice.
This is why
Oh,
the Fusion
Gambit's
gets
fucked.
picked up,
That's great. That's
and
not
they
great.
all get a kill on top of it. That turret, I'm surprised they didn't get it down. That's one hit away.
No man,
I was
this
expecting
does
them
not
to
look
get
like
it, but,
comfort
you know,
pick
Gambit
for them. They should not have. Like,
continuously
I
is
know
going to
they
get
have
choked
meta
down to the
comfort
resources,
picks.
and I
They
think
could have
that's
picked
what's
Yuzong. They
difficult
could
here.
have picked a
Trying
different.
to find some space to
Roma,
work
Tig or
around with
some
in your
shit,
own
man.
jungle, and a turtle up now too, forcing a fight under the turret. They go in,
Okay,
throwing
protect Shady.
everything at him.
Nice,
Virus
nice,
tries
nice.
to get away from
Nice,
Kenji.
nice.
Kenji though, and
Dude,
this
stay-
is
stay
what
blue.
you pick
Yeah, yeah,
substitution
just leave
for. Doofenshmirtz can't get away from the flare.
Absolutely nothing. There's nothing that they can do right now, and it's so difficult. And remember, the fact that Jushin is already such an OP hero, and the fact that it's Joki, who is known as the mid lane boss, by the way, back
Yeah.
in his own region.
So behind
Mid
him.
lane
so-
boss.
Mid lane boss. That's the title that he
It's
has.
5k gold lead. It's
Shout
not,
out
it,
to
could- it could be
Yasu,
worse.
by the
Shout out
way.
to
It's still doing
Yasu.
fine.
Yeah,
For
I
that
mean, I'm
piece of
pushed,
information.
I'm pushed. Look, the
He's
turret.
really going in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Obviously, they have way more map
Oh,
control
hit
here. Oh,
Twinkerbell.
come on.
Oh,
Go
no.
see, get out.
Drops the glacial freeze though too. But
Nice,
Joker
nice,
finally
nice.
get punished.
Good set.
There's an answer from
nice.
South Africa.
Good.
And meanwhile, you know, no one.
Shady's in a
no
good
one's gonna
position,
get
man.
anything
Just
Yeah,
out
yeah,
of
yeah.
that
He's doing
because of the
fine.
fact
He's
that
doing absolutely
Orgrim
fine
gets
because
started
now
up by
Beatrix
Kenji,
with the
and
rocket
Kenji
launcher can really
has
just hold the
free
towers
roam
really
because of
nicely
what
here.
the rest of the members of Egypt are
And they
doing.
have that
That's
chain
an
CC,
objective
which they need
secured
Beatrix
once again.
to,
This
like,
time
they
around
need
it's
that
the
for the
war for
Beatrix to chain
Egypt.
CC. Even if Aurora
South Africa,
dies,
though, I'm
as long as she
just
gets
liking
out
the
that
fight
frigid
that they
glacier
have
before
here. You know, they're
she dies,
showing
it's fine.
a lot of
They
good
can still do
promise,
this.
I would say.
Yeah.
They pick up some big
No,
pickups.
really.
item
One set.
pickups.
They really have
Maybe
played.
they're in a position here.
They had the team fight. Look at the
One
two.
team fight comeback.
Yeah, yeah. Look at the
Let's hope.
teams. Like
Let's
they,
hope.
both
Because
teams are
if
good
we're
team
talking
fight,
about
but
items, oh my goodness,
arguably
on
Mavs are better here.
Beatrix, as we all know, one of the main item
They're not
power
even
spike
losing
from
on kills,
Beatrix
man.
is
It's
at
not
BOD.
bad. Yeah,
She
BOD.
picked it up, but at this point, because we don't really
Just
know what
towers.
items have been
Shit.
built by Egypt, if there are physical defense items being brought in, then I would say the item power spike is Malefic Roar.
Nah,
So
Kenji's 15 before 10 minutes.
it's a
What the
good
fuck?
step in
That's
the right
crazy.
direction, but
Yeah.
the question is it too late?
Is it too late?
9
Well, you
minutes
know
is
what? Let's just
26
hope
then.
that 10 minutes isn't too late.
Fingers crossed.
fingers crossed, because again, these are two teams that have been at the top of their standings for a while. Duke's fine.
They can
blocked off with the Guardian
No,
Bear.
all the
Kenji
drop.
gets the
You know,
kill,
both sides,
goes under the
both sides,
turret
careful.
with the Tempest of Blades,
shit.
but they can't find anything
Ah,
just
no,
yet.
these are
Tinkerbell
all-
like a
need
drag,
setup,
though.
dude. There's not
Has
enough
to
setup
flicker
right now.
out from Kenji.
They needed Virus
Otherwise,
there.
he would
Holy.
have gone down in the exchange.
Why was Virus bot? If they had Virus there, they won that fight.
Here on the top side.
Yeah.
They forced him back a little
Careful,
bit
careful.
further. Shen
Virus,
front
get
of it
out
all.
of there,
Out
dude.
of
Come on,
Done.
join the team here.
Egypt looking for more. Zaman forced him to drop down, forcing on Gambit. Less than half health away, but I think that's all they get. Maybe
Dude.
the mid turret of the base
You can
of
tell
South
they're
Africa.
broken a little bit mentally,
Maybe it looks like
unfortunately.
they're on the way right now.
It hurts
Still
to say
looking
it,
for that
but
push.
they
You
are a
can see
little
that
bit.
Shen is also buying that time, biding that time as well,
I'm
looking
gonna
for
be
that
honest,
moment. Doesn't really have the ult
Mavericks
just
usually
yet,
perform better
but
than
as soon as
this
that
one.
pops, oh, there it is. No flicker to utilize.
They're doing fine,
But they
but
are
they're just
looking
playing
for
it a
that
little safe, yeah.
opportunity. But the same can be said from the
No, because
Jawhead,
you
right?
can see
Doofenshmirtz
they're
also
not
looking
playing
for
base out,
that
like
moment,
like
but they do need to be aware, right? Speedy already has the Holy Crystal, and here it is.
Oh, how do you fight
Oh
against the
my
wild
God,
charge?
that's okay,
Zaman
it's over,
force
it's over,
everything
it's
dropped
over.
down on South Africa. They get the pull on an Alpha.
Oh,
He's
is it?
going to go
Unless-
down in the exchange.
Deuce double.
What do they find
Holy shit.
more here? It's already a double for Kenji. Flare's going
Virus
to be
can hold,
dropped
Virus
down.
can hold.
Virus holding down the front
Yep.
side.
Oh,
Gambit
shit.
jumps
Nice.
in.
Good
They
defense.
hold on for now.
okay, right,
Flare's
they
going to
don't
be used
wanna-
on Virus, but Virus will still live.
Yo, literally just
Meanwhile,
power
Speedy,
defense,
this
man.
whole
Late
time,
game. If they
clearing
can
up this
make it to
bottom
late game.
side. They want to get this
Yo,
last
Shady
turn
has
to
to
the
be
base
so
of
careful,
South
man.
Africa, but right now, Egypt.
I wish you had
I just have to
Purify,
call it
actually,
off.
to
Let's
the
take a
flicker.
look at the items here.
Yeah, I don't think they can overcommit onto
Shit.
that just yet. So taking a look at the items.
These items are
here
wrong, by the
for
way.
The
That's
jungle
not what
boss,
Beatrix
right?
has.
That's what he's known for.
No way,
Kenji.
Duke didn't both
We do
lose
see
on
that he
Jordan
has
as well.
already
And
the.
there's no boost on Julian.
Man, why am I blanking
No,
out,
there's
bro?
some
It's
sort
all
of
right,
shit
you know.
Haas
that I
Cross!
can do.
There you go!
Cross.
Wait a second.
Oh,
Nice.
well, what's Kenji have?
The ball is here, bro.
He gets just
Why
taken
was
out
it
by
turning so
Yeah,
loud
well,
for that?
it was
What
a
the
lot
fuck?
before. You know,
Good.
like despite the goals
Like,
that you have, and you know, despite the
Lord,
items
free
that you
Lord.
already
Come
have,
on,
you get
now,
dismantled
yeah,
by
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah,
And
go
that was
Lord,
something that we
no
mentioned in
Kenji.
the early portion of the game, right?
Yeah.
As soon as Doofenshmirtz is able to get that level 4 power
Bring
spike,
everyone, bring
it will be a
Gambits.
lot more difficult.
It's worth trading the
for
Lord for that
Kenji
tower.
to win and
Virus.
be not on these team fights.
You
We've
guys
in,
have to
we've out.
choose this fight
That's
here.
what's going to
Look,
happen
this
here.
guy's
Duvenchurch
unhesitating.
gets placed in. Final slash going to be used. Goes in with a flicker.
big
but
set,
gets
big
caught
set.
under
Big
the barrier. Now the Glacier Freeze. Tinkerbell will get taken down in
Oh, shit.
response.
Okay.
Joki's still going.
Shady,
Being
you need to
annoying
shoot.
on Virus here when the rest of the team's fighting it out.
Nice.
Speedy already taken out by Gambit. Now Joki
Let's
on
go.
the run. Is
Come on,
this
Shady,
the
come on,
turn
Shady,
of
come on,
the tide
Shady.
here?
Nice
Trying
Darius,
to
nice
buy
Darius,
some
nice
more
Darius.
time. It
Fucking
can close
shit.
up.
Fucking
Making his
sprint.
way towards
shit,
the fight
bro.
alongside
But
Shen.
needed to
But I would
focus
say
Lord,
good
yeah.
fight there for South Africa.
Oh, wait, but man, Kenji picked up a BOD.
Uh-oh.
So he's fully committing onto this damage. Wait a second, Shen,
Okay,
though.
okay, Gambit.
That's a lot of damage put onto him.
Oh, Kenji goes in,
Let's go,
comes
let's
Blaze,
go.
looking for
Oh.
Gambit, will be able to find the kill, but ultimately being taken down by a Virus here. This is a close game. I know there's a goal lead for Egypt,
Let's
but man,
go.
South Africa's really fighting. The
What's
only
the
problem I
viewership on
can
this
say they're
right
not
now?
close in is
It's
getting
kinda
turrets
crazy.
down.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
catching
200,
up.
233,
right?
yeah.
It's only what, a 4K gold difference.
Yes.
Early on, I
Virus
think it
loves the
extended a little
fucking
bit more than that.
517, that's
And
what
that's
I'm
what
talking
happens
about.
when Kenji goes glass cannon.
It's winnable, right?
He
Because now
committed onto
we've got a little bit
the
more
second
space.
goal.
You know, if they're threatened about going high ground.
I would say
About going high ground.
If Shady, if Shady gets
Utility.
right, you know,
wind
to
of nature,
respect the damage
Link can't
output coming
1v1
from
him
South
anymore.
Africa,
Yeah.
who
Most
are
likely.
nearing those power
He needs that
spikes.
Malefic, though.
It would be
There's-
great to see the
He needs a
items
Malefic.
right
There's a
now.
lot to cut
With all
down
my
here in terms of
series
armor.
actually built
But
in
now
the
that he's level
before
12,
just yet,
those
because
ults are going to start
we
really
can even
hurting.
tell,
And they
right,
do
the
have that
damage
chain
that he's
CC.
able
They
to
just need
utilize,
Virus
the
to be in the
damage that
fucking
he's
fight
able
first.
to
Right, he's
bring in
he's the
these
initial
fights
setup.
Virus is
are
good
quite
position,
evident
man.
at
He
this
can
point.
survive
In
most
Egypt,
of these fights, man.
they can't overcommit.
Yeah,
They
if
can't
Virus gets
disrespect
safe and Tinkerbell
what
will
South
follow
Africa has,
after with the
especially
fight.
with the fact that Virus on the
Yep.
Ruby has also been getting really
That
great
should be,
opportunities
but,
to shut
they
Kenji
don't want a
down.
Lord.
Whoa, okay.
They're not
They
getting
forget
to
our
the
shot.
They kicked the Lord.
Shit. Bail, bail,
South
bail.
Africa's
Leave,
way
leave,
too
leave,
late
leave.
on the conceal.
That's
Now
good.
Duvenchmirt's going to be in
Leave
trouble,
him,
getting thrown
leave him,
around,
leave him,
tossed
leave him, leave him.
around.
No,
Finally taken down.
Shit.
And so for Egypt, already getting another objective, I was wondering what
It's going
South
to be
Africa is
defendable,
waiting
I
for.
think,
You know,
right?
Yeah.
terms
If
of
Virus needs to be
team
there
fighting
just to to set up the
They can
stuns,
go toe-to-toe
and
with
then we're
Egypt,
good.
but now down a member.
Nah, but
What's
guys,
going to happen?
Broncos,
Virus gets
Broncos,
pulled.
Broncos,
Final
Broncos,
slash going to be used
Broncos,
into the
they need to be
Diamond Force.
careful.
They go too.
Oh, shit, it's over.
Oh my
It's
goodness, he
over.
won't be
It's
able to
over.
do
It's
anything
over.
as they fall apart at this point.
GG.
And it looks like that's going to be the end of the game
Shit,
from
man,
Egypt.
fuck.
We don't get to look at it, but I'm sure they won that one with that team fight.
They're teasing us, right? Prod L. No, Prod W, I mean. Prod W. right?
Pod W.
Pod W. They know how to tease us. They know how to.
I think they're
be-
still fine.
You know what? You
They,
want to
they,
see the
they,
end? Maybe we'll
they
show
need
it
to be
you
able to
later
win
behind
2
the
matches
scenes.
now, and then they can
Maybe
still
you
make it
need
into
to wait a
playoffs.
little bit longer.
No.
I love that. I love that attitude.
Why
Great
not?
job, Prod. you know.
Amazing.
No.
Great
They
game
beat-
from
Of
Egypt.
Egypt.
Yeah, very dominant.
No, but
No,
remember
I
that
mean,
they only
obviously
they won.
these are
They-
two
they-
Tunisia
teams
won
that
2-1,
have
right?
really
2-1,
talked in
it's
their
a
ranks. I
tiebreaker.
think
They'll have to
for
go
me
to a tiebreaker.
personally,
Yeah,
this
it's
was
a
one of the
tiebreaker if they do it,
matches
yeah.
that I really wanted to see.
No,
If
'cause
South Africa
we
could actually
win
go
with-
toe to toe with
maybe,
Egypt,
maybe,
because you know
maybe.
obviously Egypt is one.
Remember,
of the
Tunisia won
favorites,
against
the
us
fact
2-1, so
they
that
really
means
have
that
so much
point
experience
goes
behind
towards
their
us as well
belt
still,
well.
They won.
All of
Oh,
the
they're our boys,
members
dude.
of the
They're our
team
boys.
have so much under their belt. So I was wondering, does South Africa, are they able to go toe to toe? And honestly, it was very close.
Like that's what I was saying. You know, their team fight capability was, I would say, toe to toe. But the biggest difference here was they were so hesitant.
Man, you can't
Like, I
let
feel
that
like they
person take
couldn't-
delusion,
like, they
man.
were
I think that's the
relying
biggest
on
problem.
Doofenshmirtz to
Fuck
be
Ling,
that
Ling,
guy.
Ling's
They lost
dealable,
draft.
right?
When it should have been him and
Actually,
Virus
they
to
lost
start a
draft.
fight.
They literally lost draft.
Yeah, they
Because
lost
again,
draft. They lost draft. I'll
If
agree.
they would
I'll
have
agree.
turned the number game in their favor before that Lord fight happened,
But they
which
did
I
did
feel like
so
they
fucking
wanted
well,
to,
man. The
right? They
fights and
popped. You
everything.
heard the
Holy shit,
conceal.
bro.
But it
Just
was too
imagine
late.
New
Kenny
Zealand
had already
don't
gotten the
win,
Lord.
they cook.
But I feel like if they
Shit.
would have won that fight, then they would have definitely swung this game in their favor and they would have gotten some turrets down. That's the problem, though. They had no turrets the entire game. So when you're talking about how much space they have to be able to move around the map, it's like none. You know, and that's the problem that they had to deal with here.
That's tough. But they played a
Because,
bit
I mean,
fearful.
looking
I
at
think,
how
some
some of
the
these team
fights.
fights in the later portion of the game,
I
it
think
was
it's
great.
still a
Like, they
thing
were
of
really
nerves, right?
able to
You're listening
answer
to
back,
this team like
especially
Egypt
from
is this
Joki.
massive
Having this,
gladiator
you know,
of a
this
team, and you
Jushin
just
pick,
lost to
throwing people around.
Tunisia,
But this is
right?
the case where they hesitated a
I
little
think
bit too
it's
long.
mentally it's a
Doofenshmirtz
bit
gets
tough
zoned out
for
from
them.
his team.
Yep.
And then it all falls apart from there, right? And this was, you know, where we had
They really
that
still
last
can.
glimpse of things.
After
and how
watching
did it
that,
end? Well,
they
that's what we
definitely can.
expected. The cleanup
They
crew
can.
come in.
They just need a better draft.
Tinkerbell's
Like,
passive gets
I
popped, they go
listen.
and
I don't know what this
open
Jawhead
Egypt,
meta
so-
thing. Like everyone's saying, Jawhead's
again,
good room right now. What is this? I don't
relatively-
think it's good.
In
Man,
terms
take
of
that shit
power
out.
versus
Put
power,
Ghost on
the
something
team
he's
fighting
good on. Why
potential
didn't go
was there
speak
for South
Valentina?
Africa, and that's
The
again
fuck,
why
Aurora?
they're pretty much tied in
No,
the field.
Valentina
But
was bad.
this time
Val was
around,
bad.
like
Was
we've been
bad?
saying,
Oh,
even from their
shit.
previous
I think
matches,
Aurora
Egypt's
was fine. It's just that your
prowess
tank
when it
doesn't
has- when
exactly
it comes
set
to
up
their
as well as you
macro
wanted to.
Yeah, bro.
Is-
Imagine
I think
a
Aurora
Tiggy
was
or
evident
something,
here.
man.
And I think
I don't think
that's the
Aurora was
case
a good
against
pick
them
for
in
this,
South
by the
Africa.
way, for
I
this
agree.
draft.
I agree. There's definitely experience that shows in the decision making.
I don't think it was bad.
What other majors are
South
there?
Africa, they
Okay, there's
hesitated a lot.
Aurora.
Yeah, they
And
did.
clearly, it wasn't an easy
Vex.
position to be in
Vex
either.
could have
Lilia.
Right?
been.
Because even
Vex
if they
might-
wanted
Vex
to go
might have been
50-50
pretty
and
good,
contest the
actually.
Lord,
Lilia?
Lillian was still
Lilia
too
would
Lilia
have been
would
so
have
good.
been great.
of
Lilia would have-
Yeah.
Lilia
Kenji
versus
on the
Jushin
lane.
is
So
already
they
so
couldn't go for
good.
that 50-50. All they could look
Yeah,
for
that would have
was
been
team
OP.
fight. And
Even
the
for
fact
like
that they
the outlet
hesitated,
and
the
the
fact that they
Grok,
couldn't
probably high
look for that
poke, a lot of
proper
poke.
setup.
Nah.
that
No,
they
listen. Now
require
they
in
have
order to
first
win the
pick.
team fights.
Massive
That gave,
first pick here
obviously,
now.
Egypt
So
a better
now what we can do
time
is
in
leave
the
Zuzhin
last
open,
portion of
force
the game, but
force
the
Egypt to
player
ban
of the
Zuzhin.
match
If
for
not, you'll
game
be able to
number
take it
one,
here.
It's gonna go to speed.
Yeah,
And
I-
even if they ban
613
Zuzhin or something,
KDA,
Ghosty, go on
51K
something you can
damage
carry,
dealt.
my guy.
And if we take a look at his
Yeah.
items, right? I mean, technically,
No,
did you
but
really
I think I'm
notice
fine
the
with their
Herod?
game
Right, did you
game plan. As
really-
in like
It's kinda
Shady
funny that you asked
needs to be the
that.
one that does the
Because
damage here.
I asked myself
Instead of like a
that.
Lilia doing the
I
damage.
was
Shady
like,
played
where-
well,
where
but
did this Herod come
I think
from?
Shady
But
was
he
a
was
bit way
consistent,
too
right?
cautious
He
as
was
well. But you know what?
consistent,
It's
he
fine.
was very
Can't blame him.
objective
The Egypt was
focused,
hella
objective
aggressive.
centered. He didn't make
He
a
played
crazy
super well.
play like
GG
Kenji.
shit.
I think honestly,
And that
the two
actually
biggest
was
problems
the
in that
best
match
disguise,
was, right?
honestly, Kenji,
Um,
right? For South
Jungle,
Africa to be like, okay,
Gambit
we need
didn't
to
get his
shut
buffs.
down
He was,
Kenji.
from
But then
minute
they
7, the
completely
gap
forgot
there.
about
Yep,
Speedy,
and it was
the
over
Goldling
in jungle.
Devil.
Yeah.
I'm just
like
tossing it
that
over. But
is-
before
you
we get into
can't
game
have
number
that
2, we
gap.
are going to throw to a short break.
And
So we'll see you
that
right
was
after,
tough.
boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen.
I think Joyd wasn't the pick.
No, it was not. It was. I was watching last night. I was casting an American tournament. Aiko and his C9 Panda or whatever. They were telling me, "Oh, what do you mean mean Jawhead was weird? They were like, nah, it's a pick, dude. This year has been losing. Like, what is it? I don't know. I don't know who came up with the fact that Jawhead is good again. Like, I haven't seen him get a buff. Like, why are you picking him?
It works, but the thing is, you have to be exceptionally good on Jawhead. It's not a thing like I'm a good Jawhead, so I can pick it. Then it doesn't work. You need to be exceptional. Like, you need to get your throws when you ult and you throw someone. It needs to be perfect.
Yeah, but also, you know,
That is-
but I'm thinking about it, looking at their team. They're trying to do big team fight with the Ruby and the Aurora and the Beatrix. They're trying to do the 5-on-5 collisions. Jawhead is useless there.
Yeah, it doesn't fit into their draft. If you
They
like,
needed,
it-
yeah, they needed a team fight tank who can set up the other the chain lock with the Frigid Glacier from the Aurora and the Julian's chains, right? That thing that locks them down. That,
You
that
know
was
it would have been the best pick in Mage as well. Is Farsa. Farsa would have been good in that game, I think.
Nope.
yeah, I agree. Faster would have been nice. Yeah,
Not against Liang though.
yeah. The Ling is the problem, isn't it? There's no then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
Circuit. You're right. There's not enough peel either. Jawhead's not going
But
to
you have
peel.
the Ruby. You have the Ruby as well, right? So to help the Farsa, because the Farsa has a range. Because Ghost Aurora's range was a problem as well, because she doesn't reach Zhujian, but Zhujian reaches her at the end of the thing.
Just the
But
Joe.
yeah.
Shit, man.
Whose mic is that? So I can just put him loud.
It's no. I've Circuit's mic is at max for me, and I still can't hear anything he's saying.
Bro, I'm hearing someone talking, but
Oh.
damn.
I don't know what's wrong with my mic. Shop.
Circuit, can you try and put it louder somewhere, like go into settings,
Where?
please? Say helping.
No, it's Circuit, bro. What is happening with your shit, bro?
I just don't know.
Like, it's not even like you're distorting or anything. It's just like you are so soft. It's like you are whispering to us.
Oh, and I don't know what's wrong with this thing.
But yeah, I think the Ruby worked out quite well.
The Ruby pick made things work. It just wasn't enough. Like that was their whole team fight, pretty much. Like,
and I don't think, I'm going to be honest, I don't think Gambit is that. I can be wrong, but he didn't look that comfortable on Julian.
yeah, I mean, he did what he could. Definitely didn't do anything, but he didn't play bad at all. He played it fine. It was just
No, he didn't play bad, but he also didn't like get any plays as a jungler there as well.
if I'm being honest, I'm tempted to tell him to pick the Banling, pick tank jungle, dude. like just fucking do an early game strat, you know, like
But if even Fred, right? I think Fred would have worked versus the Ling, right? But the only problem with Fred is
Zhujian would
he's
bully
clear,
the
so-
shit out of Fred, unfortunately.
True. I still don't know how you let Yujin go.
Panda, I think Panda was the pick.
Panda would have been good, yeah, because Panda is, you can't throw Panda close to you. If he ults, he bends. And yeah, Panda escapes quite easily.
Oh, do you know what we
with
could
dash
watch?
as
Do you know
well.
actually what we could watch? In the meantime, is Most Wanted list.
Oh, is it on? Is it the
yeah, it's on right now. Let's see how my Alchemy X is doing.
Performance of note.
Con,
Now,
you
as we
still
get
there?
into the second
Yeah, I'm still
matchup
here, sorry, sorry.
two
Would
teams
you
on both
mind if
sides.
I-
It's going to be Africa Burn on the
Yeah?
blue.
Put Most
Alchemy X
Wanted on
taking the
fire.
red.
I'll
Let's
just
get
do it
into
in
the
the
Yeah, I'll
first
let you know
match.
immediately
Gentlemen,
as
let's
Joe
start
engine.
engine.
as the thing starts again.
What's the link for it? So can you send it in the
Oh,
Discord?
right, you
or-
forgot to Battlefield.
Yeah, sure, I'll send it.
Ooh, okay.
Just forward it to me in our chat.
I'll forward to you on Discord.
Start of that, the Lingard.
Whoopsie daisy.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not listening to Waylander cast.
It shows Mythic Battlefield on this side.
No, okay, I'll listen to Waylander cast. Okay, I feel bad saying
Oh
that
my
now.
God.
I'm looking at the delay on the
The
screen.
shade, though.
I'm
It should
sorry.
have been
The
set.
shade.
We'll see.
Yeah, that's
Anyway.
weird.
Oh, where is it?
Let's see blank.
No, it's
We'll switch back to
Stevie there in
ISF
the
as soon
chat
as it
saying
comes on,
average
guys.
show is a
Alright.
threat for
Yeah,
Auroa.
I'm-
Are we getting to witness a new star
Let's
being
just
born?
check if they won the first match,
Golden God
actually.
here, live for you on the Most Wanted on Waylander Gaming, brought to you by Waylander Gaming. Let's get to see. Again, target bans from both teams. They know who they want to ban out. They
tired after tired, and then
Oh my god, oh, Africa Burn won?
whatever they had. They forced it.
and a marksman and the export
What?
coming out for the side of Alchemy X.
Hey yo, what?
No export. We don't want pork.
Hey yo.
Bruh, I was
Lucian
wishing the
pick sign.
Nigeria strat.
Bring that
was
high
all
loss.
being
I
banned.
dare ya.
Ooh, interesting,
Nah.
interesting.
Nah,
wait,
nah,
I
nah,
was-
nah,
I
nah,
was
nah, nah,
very
nah, 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 nah. What is
Playing
this?
Team Tanky.
They let Zhujian out as well. What is this?
So Ignatian
Oh
there
my
saying,
God,
watch
that's
my
so
boy
loud.
blank on this.
Yeah.
Hey man,
It
I'm
is
up
quite
for it.
loud.
Let's see what Alchemix says.
Yeah.
Another Zarski there, bro. What you think, Zarski into Zushin, bro?
Bro,
I don't
dude.
like it so much.
Can get a bit of
No,
poke in there.
no.
So
This
let's see how they wanna
this is not
combo
happening
this.
right now.
Oh,
Wait,
we got a
wait, hold up. Can
Terizla
you just
swap coming out here. And the high loss
High
again.
loss.
They got the Zushin, they got the high loss. Now it's
High
gonna
loss.
be the
High
Terizla.
loss.
Lots of
High loss.
CC
High
and
loss.
control
That's
coming
good.
out
I'm
from
dying.
South Africa. But how are
What?
Alchemy X gonna respond?
Just
Just
a
cause
quick
30
one.
there saying, let's go Alchemy X. Sorry. What were you saying, my friend?
No.
Okay. By the way, once we're done with this Mavs game, I am going to come into this lobby and tell them what the fuck they're doing
She
and
does.
pick someone. Like what?
Yeah, that is.
Bro, did you hear what he
So,
just said? He says
Atlas.
Zujin throws minions.
So we've seen Super Map on the Atlas.
What are you talking
Did you
about?
hear
The
that?
links of Super
No,
Map
I
on that
did not
Atlas
hear
in the
that.
tournament so far has been pretty much.
He's like, Zujin displaces minions. Like, what the actual?
I'm liking the two teams here.
No. If they lose this
Lots of
match, I'm
set
stop
potential.
watching and I'm gonna play. What is this?
Dairath.
No,
Interesting
set.
ban.
We're gonna
They
see
know
the
they've got the
famous
tankiness,
Atlas
so they get
alt
rid of
coming
it.
out here.
And this is followed up by a Roger ban for the side of.
Yeah, why don't you take the
Africa,
Roger earlier, dude?
What
There's no
would
jungler
we
left in the
just-
pool here. No. Blank.
Because he still hasn't picked yet. Is he gonna lock onto that, or is he just flashing for the sake of flashing?
This alpha is gonna get
Project
bullied
Safe
by
Zone
this
likes the
Zujin, man.
Africa
Don't
Burn
pick it.
draft at this moment.
Doesn't blank Fanny?
let's get
Where's
to
he gonna
see.
ban? Yeah,
I'm with
that's a better pick.
Yeah, pick Fanny, bro. Like, what is this? Oh yes, let's go.
What he's been famous for.
I don't think Alpha's
It's
a good
gonna be
pick.
a
Maybe
murderous
against the
time on the
Atlas, yeah, but
backline.
not
No one
anything
goes
else.
for the alpha. Says, well, you showed the alpha. I'm gonna take the alpha.
Get out of here. Dang, bro. This is gonna be good. This should be good.
But what is average
I'm
go?
watching.
Joe gonna
I'm
go
looking
for?
at this.
Oh
Joel
yes, let's see that
Now
now
the
come
average
out.
one. That one. Oopsie. On a 100B.
Bro, how did they lose to Africa Burn, dude? What is
It is one of the
this?
heroes that we've seen average Joe.
You
do so
need to go
much
talk to your
damage.
gents.
Chemical bringing out the
You need to go talk to your guys.
Lots of
Properly.
mains
Guys,
coming out here
nah.
in the second game. Ruan
Sit
on
them
the
down.
alpha.
Africa
Average
Burn.
Joe on the Leslie Stoner on that high loss.
Oh my god.
I'm about to
Selma
cry,
on the
dude. What the
Terizla,
fuck?
Even,
ARW
like,
on the
really
Zushin,
loud.
Yassi on the
I
Zask,
can't hear
Jolteon on the
anything.
Clint. Super Map on the
It is
Atlas.
so loud,
Black on
like,
the
that's
back
I
Yeah,
had to
it's
draw
like
the
really loud.
to
Like,
like
oh my
named
god.
Basically 10
to
proper
25%
picks
on
coming
the
out
street,
there.
and
I
he's
know
still
these
louder than
players
you
that
guys.
love to play
Too
these
loud.
heroes.
Oh
It's
my
not just that they love to play
Bro,
them,
I'm about to
they're
cry,
really
dude.
good at playing them.
Oh my
I
god.
like
Combined
the
to, as
NA
we
from
always
Kim
know,
though.
teamwork, synergy,
Yeah,
I
it's
think
nice.
that's
It's
a
nice.
good
It's nice against the
Let's get
Zujin
into
for
the
sure.
second matchup. Let's see
Yeah, I
what's
think
gonna
against the
happen here.
Terizla as well.
Wayland is spitting fire. As per usual.
Okay, now
Let's see what's gonna go down here. Let's look at this.
Fuck, dude. This is embarrassing.
Yeah, man. I'm looking for that tenacity, bro.
But Africa Burn actually beat Rise, dude. That was crazy as well. I mean, they're obviously not bad.
into the match.
I don't know any of the players
We should
yet.
expect to see
Hearthstone
both
is not
teams taking
bad.
the buffs on the same side of the map. Are they? Well, Fanny definitely should be taking blue. I think. Oh, Fanny starting with the red. Interesting from the Fanny, which means that we're not going to see an early jungle invade.
Fanny Red.
Doesn't
From the
Fanny
side of,
Fanny Red.
invade when she goes for
You don't. No. What going red here means that you're gonna have blue for the turtle fight.
Yeah.
So that's when you'll be aggressive.
You just want to see the matchup between Joe.
Starting blue means
Yeah,
you can
but
go for an early raid, but that means you can't fight turtle properly.
You're not interested in
Yeah,
the
but
rest
that's
of
what
the
he
fight.
said. He says her going for red means he's going to raid.
What? Did he really say that?
Get to
Yeah,
see some
that's why I was like,
What?
what the?
damage coming up.
What is bro talking about?
Tested. So,
Obviously,
Roman
Fanny's
says
not
that
going to
Someone
go
told
in
the casters to
If
act
she goes for
excited.
blue
to
first.
his farming.
Or
Yeah,
did I
as
hear
we
that
saw
wrong? Did
in
anyone
both
else hear
matches,
anything else?
Makes a quick
No,
lead,
I
clear,
heard
and
the same
rotates
thing, and I was
across.
like, okay.
But it was Zask
I'm
actually
still waiting
stealing
to
that.
see how
Actually,
Fusion
if you
is
think about it,
taking
clever play from
him,
Yassi there,
but,
placing
yeah.
that.
Okay,
spawn
Seth,
of his
I
in
know I'm
bushes,
not a good
managing
caster
to
or
get
the
the
best
steal
or
on
anything,
that, little
but
one.
is my knowledge at
Damage
least
coming
better?
out from Jolteon onto the high dust,
Then
onto the
Waylander.
Leslie as
I'm not gonna
well.
trash the Waylander. I'm sorry. His
No,
casting's
no,
been.
then that's No, I'm not saying he's casting.
Yeah,
I'm saying knowledge.
Yeah, you got Blank waiting patiently.
If we're judging it just by that
Waiting
statement,
for
then
Show
yes.
to show his face. Just waiting.
I think Leslie knows what's up here. I think she's up here.
I think so
She's playing
too.
very safe. She immediately retreated from that push.
Game is so slow.
Yeah, like
This is
nothing
crazy.
happening.
Quite interesting.
Right, going from Mavericks versus Egypt to this is kind of.
Yeah, dude, this is I'm embarrassed.
While he can. Is he waiting? Average Joe, nice position, trying to wait. Nice patience being showed here by the Fanny. Just waiting,
Okay,
waiting
lazy.
for the moment. Atlas going in, waiting for the
Wow,
wave.
Kyrie.
The dive comes
Kyrie,
in there.
Kyrie.
Will they get
Oh,
the kill?
yes,
Are you
go.
serious? First blood goes to
It's
the
worth
side
it,
of
I think
Alchemy
getting
X.
gold.
No, 100% worth turtle. Gold kill, and you're gonna get gold plating as well.
Turtle to take this. Look at how much of gold's coming down here. Managed to take the entire turtle shield gold down. And
Yeah,
they're going to be
getting
able
so
to
close to
take the
turret,
turtle
that's
as well.
definitely worth.
Almost.
Very close. Very
Yeah, look, AX is in the lead
Ruan
now.
deciding to come in to try and protect
400 gold.
his
Not that
teammate here,
big,
but
though.
the patience being shown there. Wow. Sacrificing the turtle.
I feel like Alchemy X just put a lot of pressure on their gold lane.
Kim's gonna probably lose the lane against hers though, but once he gets out of lane,
With Bene, I'll rotate in. That's a
yeah, you gotta
That's
rotate
what
with
you need
Bene.
with
You
Bene.
can't just stay in there. You have to clear the lane, get out.
Do you think it's the
Yeah,
moment
Bene's
to get
playstyle is not full. Because Cerizla doesn't rotate nearly enough, fast enough to a fight as the Bene does.
They used a strategy that I like to use as well. It's quite a clever one, where you sacrifice the first turtle, especially when you've got an assassin jungle, and then you can try and feed your gold laner. And this is what they're trying to do. It's actually very clever from them, I must admit.
There's no way they lost game one. I'm still
Nice
fucking
grab. As you can see,
confused.
it's a 400 gold lead to their side.
Yeah, that's a huge gold lead for that small amount of effort now.
Yeah. And lots of action happening down here in the gold lane. Oh, engagement onto the Clint. And he went to check the bushes. Can he escape?
Oh, set from
Lynx
back.
comes out beautifully done. The ultimate from the list. Manages to get
No.
the
Oh my god, Mav didn't protect.
Oh, but the engagement
What is
very
Atlas doing?
Nice from this. Look at
Lucian displacement.
look at this.
I don't know what he's
Show.
doing, dude.
Atlas is
I
dead.
don't know what Yassi did there as
And
well.
the flicker comes out, but he manages to follow the Zushin. And it's an engagement.
Oh.
Ruan coming in there nicely. And so
Nah,
the
what are my
kills
boys
went
doing,
to the
man?
side of Africa Burn there. Picking up 3 for 1 in that entire exchange.
be going in for
Oh,
this,
nice from Blank. Coming in
There you
there.
go.
Getting the pick
Blank-
off kill.
Blank carry.
Realizing that Leslie was, as you were saying earlier, going to be desperate to get that gold.
Waylander
back.
camera?
just wanted
Thank you.
Kill.
Alright.
100%.
Ruan knows that the blue buffs are up. Does he really want to try and contest it?
Well-
Nice pull from Blank there, pulling the turtle to his side. It's 3.
Yo, do you know what someone said in the chat?
Now,
Someone said Djibouti gave a better fight than SA. That's crazy.
Yo, okay, that.
No.
Hey, yo.
That's scam.
No,
That's
yeah.
crazy, bro.
That's
Nah.
crazy. That's crazy,
Like, you watch
man.
it Djibouti game with Egypt.
Benedetta gets taken down here.
I think it's just because Egypt did troll and then Djibouti almost won. I think that's what he's going off.
Yeah, but I don't think he knows Egypt trolled then.
Yeah, exactly. That's the issue. He doesn't. They think Egypt was going all out.
Nah, Djibouti looking better than fucking AX, I'll tell you that.
But the button has fallen. Alchemy X. 3-for-1.
That squad right there, guys.
Nah.
I can't say much. That's our squad as well.
Oh, nice steal from Jolty on,
Yeah.
on the gold crab.
And you all were trying to get me to join Alchemy X, eh?
Gold advantage now, 1k to the side of
You're
Africa Burn.
get
Are they
me
going to
to
be able
join
to
Alchemy
utilize
X.
this? Maybe extend
Yeah,
it. I mean,
yeah,
You know
but they
what?
go
is
through.
1k, but it's
You
not
know
all
what?
that
Samara,
very
you're an
much.
op. You're an
Kylo's
op for
now
real.
trying to make sure that Leslie. Oh, poke damage coming
No,
out
I
from the clip.
can't. I actually
Leslie
cannot
there,
hear you
missing that
over the
first kill.
sound of
Clint coming
Wayland's
in,
voice.
doing a ton
I
of
can't
Nah,
hear
damage.
hold up,
you.
And
hold
Joe
up.
is
1
gonna try
second,
and
1
stay
second.
safe
Pause
there,
that
do
shit real
anything.
quick.
Oh,
Yeah,
Samara, you know that you can turn down the stream
Nah.
volume.
down the mage in the mid lane, but
Nah,
we're
Samara,
switching
you're an
action
op,
here in
bro.
the
I
boss.
remember when you were in MCF, and I asked you what's
That's
this like,
Fanny.
just to
Giving
because I wanted to
lots
test
of
the
problems
squad
to
thingy,
the
the new
side of
squad thing, and you're like,
Africa
no, I can't leave my squad because loyalty and blah blah. And then like a week
Right
later,
now,
you're
the
in
team
EQ.
fights are being
Nah,
won
that's
by
crazy.
Yeah. Like, how
engagement
disgusting
here.
is
Yeah,
that?
No, I was
Mental.
like,
trying to keep his
no.
teammate.
There
Oh, wow,
was
You know the
so
worst.
many things going on in MCF, yeah. And then afterwards, I was actually only posting.
It was the lead. It was the leader. The
She was the
leader.
leader card,
Ah.
and then she left them. She was like, not
She
sorry.
left them.
No, but like,
It's
okay,
green on the other
so,
side.
Almost taken two.
so what? I was actually only
Messi
supposed
and
to
the-
go
and the
to
Fanny, they blank on
Equilibrium
that
for like
Fanny.
a few weeks
Really
and
doing
then to
well.
go back. So I went to
Yeah, I
Equilibrium.
know that's
for a
crazy.
few
I asked
weeks.
something similar, but I got a different answer. How come? Why is that, Samara?
Oh yeah,
No?
you can't.
Uh,
Obviously, she
let
thinks
me
you
tell
guys
you, okay,
don't even
Con.
compete with EQ.
No, no,
That's the
no.
thing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Right, right.
I'll just say Juju is very, very convincing. So you're not as persuasive as Juju is.
Crazy,
So
fair
tomorrow
enough.
you're saying
Yeah.
Juju's more convincing than me.
Oh, Spirit of Alpha comes out, but doesn't it? He's
Hmm?
even a
What?
Answer.
manages to
No,
reposition
what?
himself around the wall and get away.
Tomorrow is Juju more convincing than me.
Real.
Yeah.
That is super.
Oh,
Nah,
good
that's
to
crazy.
know.
Moving
Good to
across,
know.
Fanny taking some
Okay.
pump damage,
Yeah.
trying to get into the back line there. But this Bernadetta keeping
Oh my
the
god,
lane
but
push
no,
there,
really,
using the
this
mobility.
stream volume is
to try and
super,
clear the
super,
way
super
for
Oh,
loud. I know it got
I
like.
put the sound off. I'm enjoying it more with
Oh,
the sound off.
oh, you put it
He's
out.
getting
Okay,
us with
okay, let me go
engagement
back
only
on
onto the
what
axis, though he thought he saw the moment to stand there.
Come on.
Actually, wait, guys, we literally have Seppi here with us. Fuck Waylander.
Seppi, please
Seppi.
commentate
Please
the game
cast.
for us.
I mean,
Like, what?
I mean, I do have 14 people in my chat. I guess I could do that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought
yeah.
it's probably more than the people watching.
All right. Well, let's do this then. Hey guys, welcome to this shit show that we're watching right now. I wanna kill myself.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Okay.
Oh, Seppi's becoming suicidal.
Oh my god. Chemical, he's getting fucked. Yeah.
Oh, he gets up. He
No,
does.
he's fucking dead, dude. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's some good casting, hey. I'm
Nah,
sorry,
Seppi, that's
I'm
just
not
quite getting
casting this
cooked,
shit
bro.
out. I'm too depressed.
What the fuck, bro? It's just quite getting cooked by Africa burn, bro. What the fuck? Nah.
Okay.
Oh man.
I swear to
Shit.
God, we
Oh,
scrim
they're on
versus
stage,
these
they're on stage,
guys.
guys.
We've actually scrim versus these guys. We shredded them. What is happening?
What is happening? Oh, you're not there, Seppi. I think that's the issue.
That's
Yeah, you know this. That's one.
Yeah.
That's easily
You're
one.
not there, Seppi. That's the issue.
Guys, I might not be able to watch game 2 with Nats. Fucking-
Let's go. Let's go. I think they're starting. They're
actually-
starting.
Are they starting?
They should be starting, right?
Oh,
No,
never
no,
mind.
no,
Never mind. They're
check
not.
it.
They're not.
Yeah, yeah.
Bruh.
I'll check every 30 seconds.
Oh
now.
no.
Oh, look at the Fanny.
He's dead. He's dead.
No, wait, no, does he make it? I think he made it.
No,
Oh,
he's
I
dead.
thought he could make it too.
God.
Ah,
Okay, Yassi coming in. Let's go.
you're a bit behind. There you get Lord.
Yeah, no, I said that late.
And
Even
I'm thinking a
millions.
2-0 for Africa, but I'm not gonna lie.
It's the best of 5.
No,
Best of 5.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So, engagement.
Nah, reverse sweep is loading.
Lots
Don't
of
worry.
podcasts.
not, bro. I can't let it go. Fusion is crazy.
Just to get out from there.
Fusion Tower
It's
OP.
Fusion on a Zushin.
How do these people keep leaving Zuzin open? That's what? Like, what? Bastard are here, man.
Are we playing now again? Oh no.
Nah, not yet.
Let's check.
That's
No, it's not in. I have both open
Yeah.
at the moment. I'll tell you when we're back.
Yeah, I'm straight.
Yeah, I mean, that's not Itachi. That's called a face palm.
No, but she got like one eye looking through, so he's
Penalty zone, beautiful outplay there coming from Chemical.
Okay, Kenny had a good ult there, getting out of the penalty zone. I'm trying to be positive for AX.
okay. That's nice.
Okay, how about this? I'm gonna stream the Mavs game, but you guys can talk about that, and then I'm gonna split my screen and I'm gonna play for this tournament on the side.
Blank there on the fanny,
Yeah,
trying to get
Stefan,
into
think
Okay,
he
you
might
don't
position.
have
be.
to
It's
keep
the
doing
social
that
media
because
if
I will
anyways,
tell
managed
you
to keep
when
these tier 3
Nav's
Okay,
game is
okay.
back.
played to
Okay.
Alchemy X and
Needs to learn
defense, but
other heroes,
excellently
man.
done so.
Because I'm
Con,
watching
all I'm
both
gonna say is
at the
now,
same time.
They're taking a
Yeah.
bit of a dominant
all I'm
stance
gonna
here
say is
again.
now, I'm probably gonna
Good
start
take
playing
over the
tank.
map
I'm
control
probably gonna
Why?
start playing
to
Rogue.
their
Literally,
side.
I'm too tired of gold lane now. I'm
Why?
tired of gold lane.
Nah.
F
F tanking.
I'm
Oh,
Sorry,
tired
Saka.
of
playing
playing
tank
Nero.
is kind of ass, not gonna lie.
It's boring as hell. I
Bro, I'd rather play this is the reason why I can play tank because I can play Nat jungle. I mean Nat roam. Sorry, I'm not in the mood for this season now so far.
it's like
Holy.
collector skin, isn't it? It's a collector skin. That's all. That's the only
No.
reason people gauge you
Okay.
play that.
No. Okay, Con, can you just look after this is done? Can you look at my history? Can you just see why I'm like this?
I mean, I can check right now. Check.
Just do it. Just check right now. What happened? Huh? The whole time I was
Okay.
playing. So I was playing Sonic because I didn't see what happened.
Nah,
I
bro
can
got
probably.
Yeah.
traumatized or something. What the fuck?
Con is not very invested in this match. I can
Yeah.
Nah,
guarantee
I'm
you.
not. I'm
I
not.
don't think any of us are.
Oh, I am. I'm crying.
Oh,
I know.
yeah,
Seth.
Seth.
Seth,
Fuck,
Sorry,
Seth.
sorry.
So sorry about
It
that,
tips me
Seth.
off.
My heart bleeds for you.
It's because my friends are here. Tomorrow's friends are here too. Apparently not, but
Huh? Who?
these are is Kenley and Yasti not friends of yours, Samar?
Oh, no. They're my friends.
But you're not rooting for them. Damn.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah, Matt.
Oh,
Matt.
What? Nice. Nah, map the goat.
Oh, Mab, come on, Mab. Let's go.
No.
Map
Let's
the
go.
goat.
Let's go. Come on, Mab.
I never doubted him.
Okay, but do they notice they're busy with Lord?
Go, chase,
Well,
motherfuckers.
Oh,
Fucking
come on, Fanny.
Fanny,
Oh my
please.
God.
Blank, please, blank, please, blank, please, blank. Oh my god. What is she
Report.
doing?
Bro, that is.
Report.
Blue
Like,
buff
that is
Overlord,
not
man. That's not even worth the kill on Alpha. You fucking lose Lord. Bruh.
Yeah, RIP Alpha. But anyway. By the way, watch me get that Natalia collector skin and then pickle it, because I'm never gonna use it.
I'm gonna have to use it this season, so oh well.
No, I'm not using it ever.
I'll probably not use it ever. That's the thing.
Yeah, that I'm never gonna
nice,
feign it.
nice.
No, if it's free, if ML gives you something for free, it isn't good. That's like a rule of thumb.
Mab coming in. Fatal links come through.
I think it's worth right.
Yeah. Zoojin out the quick pictures, not bad.
Yeah, they get mid tower. Let's check. Samara is are they up yet?
No,
Why is your name so far?
I will let you know as soon as they are. Literally as soon as
Well,
they
actually put it
are.
on my phone so I can check.
It's a subscribe.
I
God, the worst thing is I
potential.
Your name is Yuji, right? Cool. Yuji.
No, it's was you. Just you know you're everyone. Japanese letters in the squad.
Japanese letters.
Yeah, you just like Exodus, yeah. You know.
In which
yeah.
squad? Exodus.
Exodus.
Okay.
Exodus, yeah.
Let me look for my gold zips.
The gold.
The gold Zaprodon.
God, why is Mimic gone? I saw Mimic left.
Did he leave? No, Mimic should still be in the squad.
No, I saw Mimic still in the squad actually.
Oh,
Cam. No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mimic's still there.
I think I saw him.
Oh, no. Mimic is a solid player. Very solid player.
No,
Oh,
he's
hey.
I can agree with
Kuro, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Also, I would be depressed.
Squad playing this.
Look at the Alles game and then look at the game after that, just before that. Look at the 2 games before that. After the Alles.
Natalia. Ooh, you're the professional Mia. That shot can smack you. Oh, you had the gold koi on your team. No wonder.
Yeah, man.
Nah.
And I got trash Toko playing that, by the way. I'm just saying that.
Let me guess, koi was right?
No, it was the jungle in the Mia, Yeah, I got trash because no tank. But I'm asking why you bring Mia into the comp basically, by the way.
Right, is Mia or Layla ever good in any as a question? Like, has there ever been a comp?
I'll play Layla's fine. Layla.
Really close there.
Maybe.
Layla's
Me and
fine.
Seb talked about this
Compared
other
to
day.
Mia.
We think Layla's probably the hardest hero in the game.
Yeah, I agree. Layla's ridiculously difficult.
Yeah.
In what sense? Hard in what
Yeah.
sense?
In the fact that you have no escape, it's all about positioning, and the way you just have like this Layla positioning is just so difficult, man, because you know people are running at you.
And it is the road
True.
Same thing. I mean,
Blank
coming in, trying to see if he can get
Ish, I see your
Oh,
point.
blank!
Damn.
Benedetta there trying.
Like that's why we're saying Layla's probably the hardest hero in the game, right? If you go
Obviously,
off that.
obviously not the hardest, but I think she's not easy.
I mean, if every moment of every game is you focusing on positioning, after like 10 Layla games, surely you get the hang of it, no?
Yeah, but
I
it's
don't
Yeah,
think
I mean,
you ever get the hang of
consider.
it. Hmm?
I feel, consider who's this. You guys know that global Layla
Yep.
on the server? I mean, that guy's toxic as shit, but he has great positioning on Layla. You know? You have to admit.
okay, guys. Looks like I'm going now. Yeah, I'm gonna go.
So Seb, are you going to go EAC?
I'll probably
Seb,
go.
he has to go and save his team.
Probably go.
Save
Oh
that-
no,
that
they're
alchemy-
defending. They're
alchemy
defending. They're
system.
defending.
He's gonna
Surprisingly.
go there. He's gonna pay the price.
Nah, Seb.
Does Jacek plays as
Tell
well?
me to play maybe minutes or something. Not at
For real, Atlas is so bad.
Oh, my
Atlas
word.
is such a bad
He's
pick.
doing so much damage.
I don't understand
bad.
why you pick Atlas.
Yep.
Atlas might
Best-
actually be the
best
worst.
player.
I think
He's so easy to dodge, and if you have Purify, he becomes so useless.
Yep.
Like, damn, man.
Purify is useless.
Blank coming in. Come on, Blank. Yeah, let's go.
Nice.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Blank is literally carrying this,
Yeah,
by the way.
he is definitely carrying this shit. Oh my
Came in with a strong 0-6 and 1 at the moment.
Kemi's doing his best fighting for that bronze.
Oh my god.
Almost perfect.
The worst is I've seen Kemi's sometimes very good on his Benai, but it doesn't look like it at the moment.
He did not lock in for this match. Nah, Seppi needs to go and pep talk before they get 3-0. Come on.
Seppi, jump in the Discord server.
They're
Seppi,
probably on
jump in the
in-game.
Discord
They're
immediately.
most likely in the in-game chat right now.
Why do they do in-game, by the way?
I don't
In-game
know.
is so
Ask
horrible.
them. Ask them.
I don't know because we've got
That's so good, guys. In-game is like-
It's actually fun.
In-game-
because they got all three tier 3 turrets.
In-game's not bad,
This-
honestly, but it's yeah.
I always
Discord will make my phone switch off, so I don't have a choice.
Why will Discord make your phone switch off? Like that's a bad.
Phone gap, guys. The Nokia,
What
the
phone
Nokia
you
can
have?
keep up. Nokia indestructible. That one.
Okay.
Oh, Blank!
Oh,
Blank!
Blank was double kill.
Oh, here comes the set onto one person, onto an alpha. Oh dear.
Imagine searching when your team isn't even close.
Blank's kind of smooth, hey? Not bad.
Yeah, Blank's insane, man. Damn.
Is this the blank that was?
Sep, is this the same Blank as the guy that never had a name? Is it the same Blank?
I don't know. I don't know who this guy is. He came to the squad. I'm not exactly sure who he is.
Yes, it is. It is.
Oh no 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 no! Keep him alive.
Nice blank.
He's fine. It's that blank, yeah.
Game of the split pushing. Okay.
How long is this supposed to take? They're still on break. What the hell?
Yeah, I'm checking as well. I'm streaming it off my phone. We're still saying we'll be back.
Yeah.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, to
Oh, yeah, we're back, we're
AEC
back,
for
we're
the
back.
second game
Oh,
in this
okay,
best of
okay,
3
okay.
series.
Oh, nice, we are back,
between
we are back,
India
let's
as well
go.
as South Africa.
Talking
Earlier on,
about
South
stream.
Africa unfortunately
You want
were
to keep this in the
unable to
background,
take
or
that
should I
first
close?
game with Egypt winning it
Close it.
out in 14
Who cares about
minutes.
that?
But clearly in a best of 3, there is still
I
time
care,
to
as I said,
come
but I'm
back.
actually
There is
still gonna
time
play,
to
dude.
push it over to a game
But I'll leave
of
the I'll leave, I'll
range.
leave I'll leave the
But of
stream
course,
on
back
here.
on the
Are you
desk
dead
here.
ass?
Is this a desk? It's a desk
It is.
table.
You gonna play?
It's
watch
me,
it now.
Eternal, alongside
I'll
with
do
90
both at
once
the same
again.
time.
We're back here. You know, after that little break that we had here, hopefully there was enough time as well for some adjustments to be made, because I think if you guys missed game number 1, real quick, it was a tough game for South Africa in the sense that they didn't get many objectives down. They weren't able to get any turrets actually throughout the game, but their composition, that's really what I want to highlight. Their composition was great. You know, they had a good lineup. They were able to execute it the way they wanted to in those team fights, but unfortunately, I feel like going back to the experience that, you know, Egypt has is always what we're going to highlight here. And it looked like they just, even with a strong lineup from South Africa, they just found it difficult to get the initiations that they needed. Again, you pick up a Jawhead.
This
for
is a shame,
reason.
guys.
You
BG is
are
going to the
there
playoffs to
to make an
represent
initiation,
Southern Africa.
toss someone over your head, and hopefully you get a kill. Like, that's the whole
Dude,
thing.
Mav's got
So
confidence so
unfortunately,
hard.
Gascar getting through,
as
but
much
SI
as
doesn't.
Doofenshmirtz tried,
That's crazy.
he usually got
Dude,
caught.
Madagascar
And it was
confidence
also
is
just a
ridiculous.
counterplay with having the fact that there was so many utilities.
Madagascar
Nah,
took
I
over
think
everyone in their
during the
group.
game.
That's how
There
dog
was so
shit
much
it is.
utility to play around and try to overcome.
Okay, Alchemy
So
X lost.
hopefully, you know, this time around, I really
I'm
feel
gonna
like that
I'm gonna
South
go.
Africa has what it takes to get to a game 3 against a team like Egypt.
I said,
Being on the blue
Dude,
side,
I'm leaving my
this
stream. I'm
is
leaving my stream
actually
open.
a
You guys
possible
can just
restart for them.
talk
Like,
and shit. Yeah,
depending on
so
how
don't
the
worry
rest of the
about it.
bands go here, whatever they
Bro?
prioritize is going to be
Okay,
crucial
okay,
in
but
wait,
getting this game
playing
on.
versus
For sure, for
Africa,
sure. But
watch
you know, if I
Nebraska.
had to nitpick, right?
Nitpick.
If I had to nitpick,
Oh,
Okay.
cool.
South Africa last time around, their composition, it was great, like you mentioned, but they didn't have mid trio prio.
That's
Right,
true.
they
yeah.
lacked
Wait,
in that mid
Moscow?
lane control,
Are we
and
banned?
therefore
Moscow's
it was very
banned.
difficult for
Shady.
South
What?
Africa to control the
Moscow-
early portion of
Nah.
the game. So
Hey,
we'll see if that changes
Bro.
for them. As you can see,
Nah.
here, the
Egypt was
Valkyrie
banning
coming
Moscow
through.
too.
This time around, right, South Africa, they want to
Mavericks.
put into
Why
the same
banning
role, but
banning-
Egypt are also very
why
aware
ban
of
Ling?
Zas being banned out by South
Hi.
Africa.
I don't think-
Egypt
Yep.
straight
I don't think
up
Lucas
understand
neutral
that
player.
South Africa
You
has
guys
a
see
skill,
that?
so they
There
are
was
going to be able to take
Valentina.
advantage
But
way in
Aya
advance.
goes
The
through,
Roger
right? Hopefully
respect,
Aya
though,
goes
coming
through.
through.
Oh,
Ling
Gambit
and
might
the
be comfortable and
Moscow.
higher,
So we
right?
have a
More
last
comfortable.
ban
that's
Julian.
good.
That
Julian.
these
Is
are
that Julian
one of
banned?
the core
Yeah,
yeah.
members, the
Yes, it
core
is.
heroes that we
First pick,
saw
higher
in the
first pick,
first
right?
game really
First
have
pick,
that
higher.
impact. How will South Africa
I might
prioritize
pick
this time
Valentin.
around?
Well, it starts with this first pick.
Bro, if they
Uh,
do first pick Aya, I don't know.
It's going to be high on both sides.
Okay, there it is.
In a
Let's
way,
go.
I guess that was part of the plan
Oh.
because they also
There
took
we
out the
go.
Ling,
They gave-
and you
check
might
that.
as well go
So
and
I
try to
don't-
build
I
up
don't
as
really know what's
much
going
momentum
on.
as you can because
They gave
referencing
Chip
what we saw in the previous
and
game,
Ruby.
the jungler
Ruby's
matchup
good.
is difficult. You know, I think
Yeah,
you
still,
pointed
I
out
think
Aura
Chip.
was
They can
Give
take
those
the
Chip.
Camila if
level
they
gap
take-
alone
they
Yeah.
that
take-
was
they take it
very
easy.
apparent, and I think if
Oh,
you want to
shit.
make a
Okay.
statement, you pick up
Nah,
a
Yeah,
but
quite
now
a
high
they-
mobility
now they
assassin like
already-
Hayabusa,
I
and
don't
that's
think
what they've done.
Valentina's such
The
a-
response on
I
the
don't
flip
think
side
Valentina's
from
so good
Egypt here
anymore
is they're
as
going to
the
go
first
ahead and
pick.
get the Ruby again
Mm.
because
Oh, good.
again,
But
sequence
now
everything,
you-
and then you get the Valentina. So
Yeah,
no matter
South Africa
what
goes
South
to
Africa
something
tries to
positive
prioritize,
and
you already
now.
mentioned that mid lane trio.
Yeah, but he's
They got
most
the
played.
Valentina,
Yeah,
and
it's more
I
played
feel
than
like
most
some
mages.
teams kind of
Yeah, no,
sleep
but
on the
I don't
Valentina
think
right
she
now
is
in
as
current
strong
meta,
as
but
she
still,
always
she's
was.
such a
I
valuable
don't think she's
hero
bad.
that
I like
kind of
the
changes the
YZ
pace of the
from
draft
Virus.
as well. So
Okay,
there's
yes.
the usual.
Back to his
I
mob.
agree. I agree.
Some
The Valentina
comfortability there.
is also really great in the
Yeah,
draft
yeah.
because
He's better.
you're kind of
So-
posing the question to your opponent like, hey,
Give
do you
Twin
want to
something
go
he
big,
can cook on.
or do you want to have to kind of work your way around the drafts? But it looks
Imagine
like
it's a
South
Vex,
Africa,
Vex,
they're
Vex,
saying,
Vex.
no,
Okay,
we're fine with that,
cool.
right?
I like
Let's
Vex.
give
Yeah,
Egypt
Vex
as
is workable.
many ultimates as possible
What happened to
But they
to
Nevada?
overwhelm the Valentina, right? We see two different kind of
Obvious.
landscapes and obviously strategies coming through against the Valentina, and that's the
No shot, yeah.
idea that South Africa are going for. And I think we
Yeah, what
mentioned
else
this
does
earlier on,
Valentina
but
take? She takes
Ruby
Vex
back
at
in the
the
day
moment,
against the
right?
Hayabusa,
Yeah,
great
Vex at
counter,
the moment.
right?
I can't think you
Amazing
take
counter.
anything
So the way
else.
that Egypt
Yeah,
are going right now,
it's
they're
Vex
trying
for
to
sure.
He's nothing.
inhibit
But
the
he
Hayabusa,
must
the
give us a role
jungler
that can
once
actually
again.
do
We
more
saw that
offensive
being a
problem.
problem in game number 1.
Yep.
And for Egypt themselves,
Ooh,
they pick up
Tez.
the
Yeah.
Charisma.
So it's a Ruby roam.
Explaining right now, it's very difficult to see
It's Ruby Gold. Gold. Ruby Gold
Heroes
was
being
also
able to
done,
win it
right?
out in lane, and
we
especially
go
Yeah.
being the last pick
they
in
could
the
flex.
first phase, there's
They could
definitely
flex,
still
you're right.
opportunity now for Egypt to ban out their counters, right? Exborg, Arlet. Sometimes the
But
CC
who do you,
does come
who do you
through
think
as
is
one of
right
the
at
great
carry?
laning
That's also
counters
the
towards
other
Charizla.
part of the
So
argument.
we'll see
Like,
if that happens. But
who
I
juggles
mean,
for you then?
South Africa, they actually already built the
Mm,
fact
I
that
mean,
they are
Nolan.
going
No,
with the
they have
Yuzong. So
Nolan.
assuming that the Yuzong
Nolan
is
is
the
up.
EXP lane, that should be a
Yeah,
winning
but
lane now.
Nolan
Lance is
doesn't
up.
have to carry well
Should
enough. I
be.
don't think
I
that
think
is
part
good
of it
enough
too
without a
is
CC
just
immunity, right?
Yeah, focusing on the
Ban
bans.
shot
Yeah, no,
like that.
but for like early
great
game,
because
he
roaming
can. If you
options, you know,
snowball,
something
you just
that
have to
could
get that
work really
advantage.
well.
I
They
put
can.
Nolan, you
There
can
it is. It's
do
banned
Yeah.
out. I was about to say the Minotaur. Minotaur would have been
Wait,
great
I'm confused now.
because
But
that's
Either
usually the
game.
hero you
Oh,
see
they
get
get-
up with
they get
Vexana,
rid
of
and
both
really
of
well
them.
the Eternal
They
Guard
really
that
have to
drops
ban
down.
Nolan.
So,
That's for
that's the
Duke, right?
response. As
Because
both
Edith
teams will go
and
ahead and take a
that's
little
target
jab
bans.
at the roam roll. But
Yeah, they ban no.
Nolan
Exact. I knew it.
is
Nolan.
being
Yeah.
taken out of the
Nolan.
picture, right? Now the Nolan gets banned out for the
So
last
who's-
pick
who's
here.
on target for
The
Egypt?
jungler is yet to come up
Ah.
from Egypt.
Egypt.
So we'll see if they
Lancelot
pick it up
probably.
here
They'll
on their
probably go
fourth
Lance or
pick now
something.
that this second
Egypt.
phase
But Lance
is
isn't
done
good,
with.
is he?
And it
He's
begs the
decent.
question
He's
still,
okay.
like, what is
still
that
works. He's
plan
good.
for South
Yeah.
Africa? What are
Yeah,
you
bro.
going to put in the
can
gold
see
that.
lane?
Yeah,
Because I
Nolan.
think that's
He's
where,
probably gonna go,
you know, we've seen so
probably
much
gonna go long
Harith lately. And I don't know if they want to go that route, right? There's the jungle
yeah,
answer,
Lance.
though, at least for
Lance
Egypt.
Card,
They're gonna go
Jamaica.
Lance.
Lance, right? Okay.
I
There
thought
it
they were
is.
going to pick up something crazy like a Gushin again.
Fusion?
Right? We saw
Okay.
that in game number 2
I don't know if
for
they're going back to
Egypt.
that.
But
Actually,
yeah, I guess
they can.
Lancelot is a lot more safer.
Nathan is the way.
One of the main reasons why Lancelot
That
is
is
not
the
a
way.
top priority
And some
assassin
Tigreal, Nathan
at
and
the
Tigreal,
moment
and these
is
guys are chilling.
the
Please.
fact that the Lancelot is so much easier to catch
Yeah.
as compared to the Ling, as compared to the
Did it
Hayabusa.
just lock
With
my
Lancelot,
head,
you
man?
need to be very specific with how you
Yeah.
utilize
Oh,
your skills, and you
nah.
have to be
Dude,
really
isn't
accurate
bad. I
with your
don't think it
skills
was bad.
in order for
Not
you
bad.
to
Shit,
be
this
able
one
to
is
dish out the
good.
damage
Not
as
bad,
well
not
as
bad.
win it out
Good
with
goal.
the
I
big
love-
projected
I love
takes.
the
Where's
ball.
the
Taking
Taking a look at South
consider?
Africa now, picking up the Claude as well as the Hylos. So is this a Hylos roam alongside with the Grok?
let's-
So again, right,
shit.
we're talking about mid-trio.
Yeah,
All
Ruby
the
Gold.
bad
They have
guys.
the Grok, they have the
Ruby
Valentina.
Gold.
That's
Oh, shit, it
perfect.
is Ruby
They're
Gold.
assuming that this Grok
But
is
no
No marksman?
to the
But
roam,
like for
right?
Egypt,
Yo,
no,
Shady,
like-
lock the fuck in. Shady
Flexible,
can, Shady
Wait
can
a
carry,
second,
man.
Ruby,
Come on.
gold lane,
no,
Grok
like,
roam.
Doesn't
have-
Charisma
no,
here.
like,
That's what we
Late
should
Late
be
game
looking
is
at from
no.
Egypt.
come
Yeah,
on.
I know we got a little bamboozled the last game, you know,
Yes.
through the
Gambit,
draft. But
please,
yeah,
fam.
that's the picture right there.
Don't go play
and that's
lane
why I think
simulator.
even when you
Use
pick
your
up
jungle,
Ruby
please.
early on, it's
Literally,
so very
once
flexible.
Shady
That's the
gets
power
win of
having
nature,
that choice.
they don't
Three
kill
now.
him anymore.
3 now, yeah,
Yep.
at that point, you know, and I think you covered it here, Eterna. Like the bases are covered with a lineup from actually
Because I
both
only have
teams.
Valve
I would
for
just
magic
say
damage.
the Hylos is still a question mark.
That's
a lot
true.
of the times we see
They're
the
all
Hylos
physical.
picked up.
Yeah,
Glorious
that's what I'm
Pathway is
saying.
great.
Shady
Also
rushes
wondering what
like
battle spell is that.
HDH,
That
Ace
is okay.
Corrosion.
There is going to be the revitalize there.
And
So
then
you have a
goes
lot of
for-
this available.
Wait,
to you,
they
and I
set
feel
us
like-
messed
I feel
up.
like some teams.
Yeah, cause what's this? Hylos,
playing around
they're
it
gonna struggle to
is
kill
part of
Hylos
the
actually.
difficulty of making the lineup
Yeah,
work.
they
Now,
don't-
part of
they
it
don't have
too
a
is you have
tank killer.
Yuzhong,
Ruby's
who's going to
maybe
be
killing
the
Hylos.
initiator for that, right? That's what
I
we
think
have to
they're
find
gonna
out.
try with.
Let's
Ruby.
find out. Let's
Maybe
find out
Ruby
as we head
will-
over into the land of dawn for game
yeah, but
number
full
2
damage
between
Ruby
South
doesn't do that
Africa
well.
and Egypt. Egypt already winning it out a 1-0.
Hylos
So
1v1
the question
full
is,
damage
can
Ruby
South
if he has
Africa
dominance.
force a game number 3? As, like you put it, we are at match point.
Okay, nice.
Okay, taking a look at the
Awesome.
emblems too. You're gonna already see
Setting
it,
up
right?
awesome.
Nothing
There you
too
go.
out of the
Careful-
ordinary.
careful,
The main
virus.
point, though, look at all these
Careful,
members.
virus.
Bottom side,
he's
forcing a
fine. Actually, no,
virus
he's not.
under
No, no,
half
he's
health.
fine, he's fine.
And they also want to kind of plant themselves
They
on
just
this
need
side of the
three
jungle.
virus.
This is what I was talking about. How do you utilize the
Okay,
Hylos
okay,
pick that you
okay,
brought to the
okay,
table
okay.
here? Nosy has the heal. You know, you can go ahead and heal back up.
Yeah.
There's the thumbs
No.
up as both the roamers
That's
kind of
okay.
face off here.
Nah.
But that's the thing. You see how many brave
those
smites are available to Egypt. They're going to be trying to withstand through sustain
No,
for the fight. But now they might battle it out here. Alpha could be in trouble. First blood going to the hands of Gambit. Picks it up way before the shadow kill.
Nice.
And we'll see if they still go for
That's what I'm
more,
talking
but
about.
Different
Well done,
Schmerz will
Gambit.
go ahead and be that
Well
front
done.
line for Twinkerbell.
That's a
Nice.
1-0 already, right?
Well done.
Being brought in by South Africa. Alpha. And you know, you were mentioning about Brave Smite earlier on, and the biggest thing that I find very
Shady, this
peculiar
better
is
be the
Virus,
best
right?
card you've ever
Virus
played in your fucking
lethal
life, man.
ignition
Please, God.
on a Yuzong in the EXP lane. See, that's not something that we see too often, right? He's
Wait,
banking
Shady,
on the
Ruby,
damage, and he's
the-
also sacrificing
I
the
don't
fact
think
that
Ruby does
usually on a
anything
Brave
to
Knight you
Shady
have a little
earlier
bit more
as well, right?
sustainability
Or does
in the
she?
lane. So
Nah,
that's something that we
she
should
has
be
the
looking
range.
out
She's very
for, how
annoying.
that
And she
1v1
has the
lane is going to
sustain,
pan
so
out.
it'll be hard for
Maybe
her.
the idea is that he wants to
Yeah.
try and win
That's
lane,
good.
because
Just
naturally
early.
the
I
choice that
think
would
just
have a
gank
better
Shady a few
laning
times,
phase
but if Ruby
against the
clears
Yuzong. We'll
lane,
see if it works out. So far, Alpha
like
was
she's
taken
doing,
down once, so
Shady's
that does give
chilling,
Virus
right?
a little bit of a
Yep.
better time.
Nah,
on
Shady
that
just has to
lane.
farm and push. That's
Bit of
literally
pressure.
it.
Yeah.
Being
So
put on here
Ruby
by
has to
Shen
push Shady
just
to put
for the
pressure on
buff
him.
alone. Wants to get the
Okay,
retro
they
push
don't
now.
do it
Gambit
anymore.
holds on. will go ahead and use it
Yeah,
though. They
within
know
us
this.
again.
That's the
Yeah,
information
like
you needed. The
turtle,
turtle's
but
going to
I
be
think
started
it's
up.
fine.
Hear me out.
Just like we saw before,
Instead of
Kenji will go ahead and
zoning that
secure
turtle,
the
the
objective,
Brock is
gets
being
the
hella
turtle.
aggressive.
Gambit
Look
though,
at the
is
real
actually
shot.
go for Shen. I don't think that's
Maybe
the
not.
target they
Just
want to go
just
for,
kill
so
that
they hold
rock.
off.
But
Objective
Valve,
though
why
secured,
is he
so these
off,
little
which is
moments
interesting.
will start to build up, but South Africa's doing a great job
Yeah.
of kind of keeping it from
I
getting
like
too out of
that.
hand, like it did in the previous game.
Go for
Yeah, very
turtle
similar
left,
to the
man.
story that we saw in game number 1. And obviously South Africa, they need a little bit more time to get to the power spikes, right? Hylos is a beast,
Like-
but when he gets
like
the Fire
guys,
Belt, when he
move.
gets the Clock of Destiny, but it looks like Loris Pathway has actually been brought up and triggered.
Do they want to go on Joki? They're
Go,
already
go.
going with
Get
wild
that
charge.
into the
Eternal
lead.
Guard going to be dropped down
Oh,
too.
oh, very
Finally
good.
a kill picked up for
Off it,
Twinkerbell,
off
but
it.
Doofenshmirtz will go down in the exchange. A 1-for-1
Side for
Work.
across the
Work.
board. South
Definitely
Africa
work.
still trying to
No,
keep
it's good
things
for mate.
at a pace
Good
here.
for mage, yeah, that's
I guess
that's
one biggest
hella
thing is,
valid.
you know, Gambit this time around is actually
Yeah.
staying at least a level-wise
can
with
play-
Kenji.
it's just-
Gambit goes
Oh,
in against Alpha and will get the kill with the Shadow Kill ultimate.
And we finally
Guys.
get to see the brilliance of the Warcry emblem, right?
Let's
That
go.
additional damage that he is able to
That's
hold
what I
on
want.
to
Come
into the
on.
early
Let's
push of the
rewind.
game for that
Manta,
kill
come on.
pressure. We finally get to see, because for the most
Yeah,
part,
the thing is,
Egypt has
Kenji's
been the
again
one
doing
controlling
it.
over the neutral objectives. So
We're
I was
doing that
wondering,
again,
what's
guys.
South Africa's
And
plan? Right?
remember,
What are they
Egypt is playing
trying
for
to
early,
do
and
here in the early
Mavs already
portions? But it looks like that
dominating,
kill
which is very
pressure
good.
is coming through,
Yep.
and
Because
that does
they're really
involve
supposed
them
to
a
have you
little
in the
bit
earlier
better
stages of
in
the
this first 3 to 4 minutes of the game. But Shen, once again, just being such a problem to South Africa.
That's what you do. This is what you do with the Gronk, right? You are literally the walking vision, the
Five
walking
coming
war.
up.
Joki
Oh,
has to go ahead and flicker out, but
Okay,
are you going to
that's
escape
it,
the glorious
that's it.
pathway? Will get the Terrify off, and will get away with his life.
Oh,
man.
So they stop that initiation from happening, but
Okay,
this
but
is the
that's a lot.
response.
That's a
Kenji
lot
on the
that you
hunt.
have now.
Gets the flicker out. Phantom Execution going to be used. Doofenshmirtz gets
Nice
the
flicker.
wild charge
Doofenshmirtz.
as he goes down to Shen. Shen getting the revenge
I mean,
gambit,
they
looking
use
for
my
more though.
flicker.
Pops the shadow kill. Can't get Kenji.
no.
Kenji somehow
No.
survives the exchange. So
That
he has to go
turtle
back
shield.
and heal back up before the turtle starts.
No,
Yeah,
but,
that's the
Valve,
Jungle
they
Prince.
don't turtle yet.
Right?
Jungle
The
Prince,
Jungle
They
Prince
get to
and his
wait for
moves, man,
Like, Virus is
gets
going to
out with a
rotate.
sliver of health. Obviously buys his team a little bit more time for them to set up for this next neutral objective, which is what Egypt has been all about since game number 1, right? They're very disciplined when it comes to
ulti.
objectives. They're very focused on
Yep.
these objectives, and that's what they're getting, and that's what usually brings them the lead. But at this moment, it looks like both South Africa and Egypt are actually very close in gold, only a 200 gold difference. We do see the trades happening as well in the gold lane between the Claude as well as...
He has to go back, Virus. He can't stay for
Wait,
long.
who? Speedy? Oh yeah, it's a Ruby Gold. I just realized.
Yeah, it's still again the fight here for this objective. Glorious pathway going to be used. They're waiting for the follow. Joki actually
Going
takes
in?
his own
Why is he
glorious
going in?
pathway. Finally drops it down too, but there's the
Bad
blazing
thing on-
duet right on top
Oh,
of it.
nice.
Joki still
Nice.
trying to run away, survives again.
Oh.
So Gambit's taken down. This could just be the objective
Oh.
now.
But
It's one
Going in
eight.
favor here of
They-
Egypt. Eternal Guard going to be dropped
they're fine
down.
for turtle.
Give the map
They
bait.
definitely
Kenji
are.
Yeah,
now
yeah.
joining the fight. Still could be looking for more.
Yeah.
Goes in with
Shady
Phantom
can push
Rose.
with
Virus
Shady.
drops
Missed
down to a solo kill
Oh,
on the
Virus
bottom
died.
side from Alpha.
Yeah, I got the recall.
So now Turtle for the taking, and I think that's just going to be Kenji cleaning it up.
Yeah, it looks like he will be. He's already there in the vicinity to pick it up, but it looks like Doofenshmirtz, oh, he's gonna get caught out here. 1v3, a little bit too forward, a little bit too aggressive, and of course that is going to be another kill given over to Egypt.
Wow. I don't think, you know, again,
Oh,
Doofenshmirtz
no.
didn't need to be
African
there
flag
because
though for turtle.
really what would you have been able to do?
It's
You're not going to
just
steal
last
that
time
turtle
as
away from
well.
Kenji, and
Yeah,
now
never
with
mind.
that, this is going to be a
Yeah.
chain reaction.
Bad.
A couple kills in favor of Egypt, plus the objectives.
Duke
They've
is
got
playing
2
a bit too
turtles now.
aggressive, yeah.
And that mid turret, too, going down at this point. Very early on, Egypt able to move around the map a little bit better now.
Yeah, for now.
For now.
For now, because the composition that Egypt have
They're
brought
forcing
with the
Gambit to
Ruby
use
and the
race
gold
recall,
lane, that means
so-
that they're on a clock, right? The clock is ticking.
Yeah.
Because South Africa has picked up the Claude in the gold lane, right? So it's only a matter of time that the Claude gets to that item power spike, the Holy Trinity, as everyone likes to call it. And when that happens, then Egypt, they need to be able to close it out as soon before that actually occurs. Right now, both these teams, they understand
Well,
the
Egypt just
limits
has
of their composition.
two
Egypt
big
also
Marco,
understand
what the fuck,
that they
man?
need to find as many opportunities as possible, as we
Nah.
are leading almost
Like
Just
close
already
to
getting
two
there.
turrets down for SA.
Okay, Thunderbell
Like,
also picked up for Doofenshmirtz. on this Hylos, and that's why back in the draft I was saying this Eterna, like, Hylos so far, statistically on a lot of the tournaments, it's been a 50-50, and this is going to be dropped down now in the bottom side. Do the glorious pathway. Penalty zone, not going to find the connection they're looking for, but they clear the wave out.
Going to push top,
Meanwhile, though, at least the push up there on the top side, trying to cut the wave, trying to get that turret down. South Africa, that would be step one from changing things from the previous game, is at least getting some of these turrets. They weren't able to get a single one in game one, but this is already a great start. They get the top one finally down in time too, but they're going to trade it for this. Gambit goes in with a shadow kill, but he won't be able to pick up the kill on Kenji.
Yeah, that's a purple buff stolen by Kenji though, so that means that Gambit is working around without a purple buff. That could be a problem for South Africa if they're looking for an exchange, right? If they're looking for a trade, that definitely is going to hinder them just a bit. We do see that Gambit
Senegal came to say that
Madagascar
is so strong.
So he really is committing onto the damage. Wait a second,
Doofenshmirtz, arms are revitalized. He's going to be fine.
Yeah, he should be able to get out. Thunder Belt, so no Clock of Destiny or even an Elegant Gem just yet. That's usually what we see. Oh my Kusi though.
Pops the Blazing Duet in the 1v2. Kenji though, penalty zone. With the help, pick up the kill, and Kenji surviving with a sliver of health. And now in the mid lane, glorious pathway gonna find their way to them. They get the flicker out. Now Shen right low on the run, but Speedy there cuts them off. What a peel in the mid lane as they respond. Alpha there, the rest of the team. They drop down the Eternal Guard. It's Doofenshmirtz that falls first. Dragon form going to be popped. Gambit goes on the backside, looking to proc the Sky Piercer, but he gets punished. Virus too, and Gambit has to go back. So Egypt really decisive in the team fight.
That just changed things completely around, right? I mean, how many kills was that over to Egypt from South Africa? They committed into something that they weren't ready for, and now they're paying the price. Look at the space that Egypt are now taking control on. Look at the confidence that Speedy is having, just going in for the recalls, right? Showing and playing the mind games. Gambit gonna be taken a little bit low there. Receiving that damage over from Jockey, but that is a free lord for Egypt now. That's a big problem. And remember, in that 1v2 exchange earlier on, Oh My Kusi only had 2 items. He only had the corrosion and he only had the DHS, so he's still 1 item away to get to that power spikes. And that means that South Africa, they can't commit too much when they're going in for these trades.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. Again, you were talking about the Holy Trinity earlier on in items, and he's not there just yet. That's a problem. Might be still working on that golden staff, of course, but also some items being picked up here. Shen getting a little more magic resistance, gets the radiant armor, and they can even deal with some of the sustainability, right? They already got the Sea Halberd now locked in too, so this is troublesome for South Africa. If you want to work against this, if you want to be able to defend against this first Lord push, you're gonna have to pull something amazing out. These holy shields being popped too on the base turrets. Jockey holding on to the Eternal Guard.
No, they're going to go for the
looks like though South Africa, they're looking for something, right? You see that Gambit is trying to clear in that top lane to alleviate some pressure. Jockey though, wow, so aggressive, actually dashing into the enemy base, understanding. Oh, wait, Speedy?
Speedy jumps in, goes in with the I'm offended. They follow it up with everything else. Maybe they'll find 2. They forced everybody else back. Gambit trying to keep it together, but that might be it, and they still have the Lord. They're pushing into the base, still working for it. Oh my Kusi trying to keep it together, but how is he going to clear against this in Egypt? Looks to go ahead and sweep the series as they win game 2.
2-0 for Egypt as they move forward, as they move in a better position in the groups. And it's official. This means that Egypt are on top in their groups, with South Africa unfortunately falling behind. But again, that performance from Egypt, wow,
looks good.
They're looking completely in form, and it just once again shows the experience that they have, the knowledge that they have of the game, understanding their composition. The execution was also very on point, and unfortunately that early game snowball that Egypt had set up just really wasn't allowing South Africa to reach that power spike to eventually look for that game-changing moment.
Yeah, and again, as we look at the highlights here through this game, you know, you saw how full on camera earlier too.
Golden,
they got to feel good about the lineup that they made work work because it was
I
very
actually don't even think
adaptable,
the
and
Ruby
that's
gold was that
what you
good.
saw kind of unfold. Kenji
No,
has been
I think
doing
that Ruby
amazing in the
because just
jungle and really
playing
getting
passive
things
till
going and
you get to
rotating.
power
And
spike is the
even
way
Shen, like
to
I
it,
gotta
right?
give it up to
Maybe
Shen
fun too.
as probably the
I just wanna say,
MVP of this
Sek
game
went
to
to
get things
AEC to
going.
feed the-
And I know, you know, we weigh the MVPs a little bit different,
1-5
but
and 2
the
on the
work of a
YZ.
roamer is something that you always have to count on for these teams' success because
I'm just
a lot of
joking.
times it might even just be giving information to your team jungler that, hey, right, I got the retribution out.
So remember,
Go
guys,
take an
we're leaving
objective.
Jushin
Go make
open.
something
You remember the
happen.
bans? You
They're
remember
not
the
going
bans
to be
for
able to
both those
contest these
games?
objectives, and you know we saw Shen do that time and time again, and even for Speedy, you know, we talked
leaving
about in
Jushin
game number
open in
one
that
when he was
first
playing the
game.
Yeah, no,
Harriers,
why don't we do that? Like leave
I
it like
feel
that.
like even in
It's
this game on the
Speedy.
Ruby, it was almost the
I
same
don't know.
story.
Yeah.
At one point,
Guys,
he's
I
like,
think
"Hey, I'm
we need
here.
to improve
I got
our
my
Yeah,
flicker. I
that-
got my I'm
But
offended."
that was the
Not
final
really
moment that
visible.
he
I was
created.
This
That's
guy's
what I'm
playing
saying.
insane, man.
Yeah.
And it's at the end of the game.
But-
He did it again here, Eternal.
God, it's like what
Which
I
was
said
why,
yesterday,
again, the
right?
Ruby
It's
was
what
so
I told you
brilliant,
guys
right? They
yesterday.
understood that
Yeah.
South
It's
Africa
just
was really
experience.
banking on that kill pressure from the Hayabusa, and what
Yeah.
better way than
It's-
to
it-
just be like, hey,
Let's
what,
say
what
Mavs,
target?
I think
right?
Mavs, let's
Who
say
are
they
you?
win
Who you
20
want?
games
Who
versus
you
Egypt.
want?
I promise you
Because
they're taking
it's
games.
difficult, right? Ruby as the gold laner, it's not
Yeah,
an easy
definitely.
Yeah.
job for the Hayabusa.
Yeah.
It's not
But
clear cut as
I
going
will
against something
say,
like maybe
in
the
their defense,
Claude
I
or the
don't think all
Moskov.
of them were
But
very comfortable,
Ruby is
and I
very
think not
difficult to
having
take
Swag
down. We
did
have
have a very
Lancelot,
big
meanwhile, with dodge
impact.
abilities.
Yeah.
And the Valentina is also
Because-
not
True,
as
true,
I
simple
think,
to
but
Yeah.
the
take
same
down, I
time
would
with
yeah.
say.
Switchy,
And you saw how many
with
times
that,
Joki switched ultimates. Like,
I
there
don't
was
mind.
times
No,
when he had his own
Shane-
glorious
Shane- no, Shane
pathway.
is obviously a
There
very
was
good
times
player,
when he
right? But
also
I don't
just
think Gambit-
ended up being able
how
to
much has
counter
Gambit
play,
really practiced
even
playing
having
jungle?
the Vexana, the Eternal Guard, right?
Yes, actually,
having
first
that
season,
available
he has
in some
actually
of those
played
team fights and
jungle
really
in the
playing
zone and
around.
playing
And
his
that's why I
technically a
mentioned
jungle
when we
main,
saw it in
no?
the draft
Right?
picked up. Valentina's kind of in a position where obviously
Yeah,
she's
he's
still a
started
great pick.
also.
It's just
Jungle
she got
XP
slept
mainly.
on a little bit, and then when
Because
she
what,
still pops
Virus
up in these
is,
drafts and these games, it's like,
marksman
oh
man
yeah,
for
that's why
Max,
she's
right?
so good, you know, because she's
And
able to be
Gambit is the
very
EXP
flexible
man.
throughout the entire of the
Or
game.
am I wrong?
And our player of the match, of
For
course,
the
is
for the
going to be
team
the jungler
wise,
here. It's
team wise,
Kenji,
yeah,
4
yes,
0
he
and
was playing
6,
those roles.
amazing damage being
But
dealt here. And
actual
even with the
roles,
build,
I
like he
believe Gambit is more of a
basically just
jungler.
had. I mean, there is war
He's a
activity.
Yeah,
He's got
but
POD.
every
Once
time they
that's
play
available,
5,
you know,
like,
the
I still
power
think
spike on that
they
Lancelot
practice
really
with his
starts to show here.
multi-back role, and I
I
think
wish I
that
paid a
has
little bit more
effect.
attention to
Even
his
though
early
that
game
Gambit's main
build,
role is
right?
jungle
Because there's
still.
Fury Hammer there, you also have the
Yeah,
Vampire
but Gambit,
Mallet.
I
I
think
wonder
Yeah.
how do I
what
say
he
it?
went for
British or
earlier
Virus is more
before
XP
that.
lane,
Like, did
yeah.
he go for Fury
Because
Hammer
Gambit uses like
first
a
to
flex
gain a
or
little
something
bit more
like that. More,
damage?
Yeah, a
not
little
flex,
more
but you know what I'm trying to
penetration
say?
early
XP
Okay.
and jungle
Yeah.
mainly.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
I
so
know.
I think,
but okay,
you
let's
know, in terms of
circuit,
like
right?
early
Circuit
build,
plays mage
he
and
went with
rogue.
that
And
pressurous,
what does
like
he play
early damage build.
tournaments?
Pick up the Fury Hammer, you know, at least
I
He
mean,
made
kind
rogue
of
rogue.
because you're really trying to just trying to
Yeah.
poke down.
Well, so you
even
know
some
what?
of
You
the
know what
tankier
was
members,
not
but if it
played in
happens
both
to
those
be him
games, and I'm
versus
actually happy
Gambit,
about
like he should
Angela.
be able to win that. And it
Angela
comes
was
down
able to
to
win those games,
almost
actually,
a
which compared to
technical
our
skill
server,
matchup. If you're thinking about Lancelot,
everybody
versus
loves to play the
Hayabusa.
hero.
I got a whisper.
I
What's the
never
whisper?
see
I got a
it's just a
whisper.
Mac.
I got an
Sure.
update.
Guys,
What's the
just
update?
The
learn
next
the Mac.
match is at 9 p.m.
It's because we saw
Right,
Angela's
so it's
Rata
earlier, I
once
think.
a year ago, and now
Was
it's
it
still
9? Is
Meta
that
in
what the
our
whisper
opinion.
said? I'm a little bit
I
deaf.
think
Yeah, but I feel like
if the
we
whisper
need to
could
get out.
repeat,
We
that
need
would
to
be
get out
great.
of it. We actually took out
Yeah.
of it.
Oh,
Simple
it'll be at
words, guys.
10.
And we also
No,
need
no.
to work on our macro.
We're throwing it
Yeah,
to
we're
break.
going
Oh,
insane.
we're
Ew,
throwing it to
ew.
break. Okay, so before we get into the
Because
next
there's
match,
no
ladies and
way.
gentlemen, we are going to go to a short break. So it's been me, Eternal,
But the
alongside
thing
with
is, Connor, how
Nice.
do you
We'll see you after
practice
for more
something but you don't
MLBB
have a team
AEC
to really
action.
practice it towards, right? Like,
To be fair, we do have a team to practice it towards. Like, remember what I mentioned yesterday, right?
Yeah.
If we play against, for example, the same people, and we get to the point where all of a sudden we're no more struggling, for example, see how Egypt beat Mavericks? We consistently now beat the team teams which you struggle against like that. That is
Yeah.
progress. That's enough progress, and that's good enough for now. Then at least
Yeah.
for now, if we were to go and play versus Egypt, we're able to do this to the teams here, which are actually good. We would be
Yes.
very closer to Egypt then, in that
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, and the thing is, right, if Mavericks improve, AEC is going to improve, Saints is going to improve, because that's how it works. Because obviously you guys are
Yep.
going to look at what you're doing wrong versus them if you
Yep.
guys start losing to them.
Yep, facts.
But yeah, it's not the worst thing, right? Obviously, it is our first international tournament. We can't expect to be winning it from the start.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. And besides,
True,
it's an
true,
experience.
true.
It's an experience out of all of this. Everyone can learn more out of it. So yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Look
They
at
got
matches
stage
before.
they got stage experience. That's really good right there.
Yeah, but you gotta realize before, like remember when Equilibrium won the first time? What happened afterwards? They started to improve. Everyone started to improve after losing a lot. Oh, Yami,
Yami,
you know that. Yami knows that by personal experience.
Yeah, no. But it's not the worst. At least I think SA has evolved a lot in the last 2-3 years as well, tournaments wise, especially from when EQ, I'm talking about EQ Esports was launched. I think that made SA already a lot better.
Send a group in, touching the send it up.
Damn, man. They played good, but damn, that's tough. That was tough.
The confidence was not there straight.
The confidence was not there. Shit.
Yeah, but now we know how far behind we are. At least.
Yeah, that's true. This was a wake up call. No.
Like now you know, because now you can't be sitting like, no, but I'm the best in my server by this far. It's
Yeah,
we're the worst.
the best
We
now,
are
so
trash.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Everybody's get bet on their roles. Get bet on your macro, guys. Simple.
Because if we go to Egypt, if Egypt goes to tournaments, Egypt sucks.
Yeah, if Egypt comes to our server, we all are getting rolled hard.
Yeah, but when we look at Egypt in international, Egypt doesn't.
Egypt is
Like,
children, children,
yeah,
babies.
Because we all saw Egypt play now. How many mistakes did you guys see Egypt make? But it's obviously easier commentating than play. Like 20 times. But Egypt made a lot of mistakes versus Mavs as well.
True.
So if you go to even NA would make a mockery of this whole IUSF, which is scary.
Yep. I mean, imagine GG BTK stuff treat Egypt like kids. Will beat Egypt most likely, you know? That's insane.
Yeah, and Egypt's the top team here.
Sure.
And GG and BTK are laughing stock when it comes to
international stage.
Yeah,
I mean, none of the servers compare to Asia. Those people, they're
Yeah.
playing the game when their H is old.
Yep.
Right, they pro players when they're 14 or 15 years
When I
old already.
think it is so long at Discord again.
I mean, at least, hey, I mean, I'm talking to ghosts right now. We can see what goes on. So we'll see what happens. I'll see how they feel.
Now it's time to hit the fives.
Yeah, stop five,
See
guys.
how
Go
we
play
do.
Where you been at? We've been playing fives versus fucking randoms.
GG's, guys.
GG's.
Just everyone.
GG's.
So I can do that to that to Equilibrium, please.
What?
Okay, guys. I assume that Mavs lost. That sounds kind of sad. So I will end the stream here. So thank you. Guys can catch me on Waylander stream. So we'll do that. All right. See you guys later.